What is up, MFs? Welcome back to the Snake Pit. This is episode 160. Today's guest is Tanner Garcia. He, of course, is the owner of Tanner Garcia Custom Leather. Romero was also here with him, and we had a great time. We talked about quite a few things, cowboy lifestyle, leather work, owning dogs, chupacabras, all of it, man. It was fun. We had a good time. So hit this guy up, man. He's got many businesses. I think you guys will really enjoy this episode. Hit up Chrome if you want a haircut. Hit up Jen if you want a haircut. And if you're new, please subscribe. That will definitely help us out. And shout out to Bradley for being the amazing producer, almost, basically. And he's a great filmmaker, so check out his work whenever he does put it on YouTube. Thank you to everybody, and I hope you guys enjoy this. So how did we meet? I'm sorry.
At the Lubbock Live deal. It was my 30th birthday, and I'd never been over in that direction. We were going to Two Docks, and he knew everybody along the way. And
Oh, you were with him?
yeah, we was just one of those stops.
You didn't even tell me that. That's your fault. That's not my fault.
Fucking up.
Can't win them all.
Can't.
Well, man, thanks for coming.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being here, too. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Jen, I know you're a little under the weather, but thank you for being here. Mm-hmm. Tell us who you are, man.
My
Go ahead and
name's
introduce us. What do you do?
Tanner Garcia. I got Tanner Garcia Horseshoeing, Tanner Garcia Custom Leather, Bar 6 Bullies. I raise American bullies.
Oh, shit.
Pretty much anything besides being gay to make some money, I'll do it.
Okay, well,
So you'll be straight to make some money.
I mean,
give me a second.
At the end of the day, you're gonna sell yourself.
hey,
Oh shit, bro! Dude, I didn't see it. I fucked up there.
hey, you better make some friends because you need a ride.
I didn't mean to.
What happened? Did you spill something?
No, he stepped on my hat.
I stepped on his hat.
Oh, no.
Footprint.
Oh, no.
And I tried to dress up for y'all, wore my white hat, and he fucked it up.
Yeah, you came in. I told you we could have done no headphones, but it's whatever. So you'll do anything, huh? But be gay.
Pretty much.
Respect it.
I mean, run a shovel. I won't be happy about it, but I'll do it. I mean,
Cool, man. So where does it all begin for you? I want to know a little bit about your past before we get into what's on this table right here.
Man, grew up here in Lubbock, and we rodeoed our whole life. I mean, I could ride a sheep or a calf where I could walk.
Oh, shit.
And then we did that for a long time. I don't know when we kind of stopped or slowed down rodeoing. We kind of grew up and started playing baseball, stuff like that, and kind of faded out of it till roughly high school. And then when it came back, it was full force and ranching, rodeos, whatever. If it involved a horse or chasing something, we were entered.
Did you grow up like on a farm, on a ranch? Is that what happened?
No, sir, not really. We grew up just... Is that you or me?
That's you, dude. Came not prepared.
No, that's not my ringtone, but it's vibrating.
Is that me? Party foul.
It was you, Code
Oh, it was me. My mom's FaceTiming me. She wants to be on it too.
Tell her so what's up. Tell her to subscribe, please.
I think she already did. She was listening to today, and or not today's. I guess was it last Friday or I don't know, the one y'all were on the other day.
Oh, the Halloween one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't seem to get the goddamn video out. I don't know what happened. So
Oh, no.
the audio's out.
Yeah, I listened to it on the podcast app or whatever.
Yeah.
And Brandon was talking shit about the way I talk.
Did he?
Yeah.
We were talking mad shit the whole time.
He's like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's
Yes,
just
sir.
the way he talks.
yes.
Sorry I have manners, Brandon.
Brandon, he didn't come to the fucking Fools and Ghouls. Speaking
He
of which,
didn't. I know.
I guess he has an excuse.
Yeah, he couldn't find an old sitter or something, but they had a good time with Bryce, so I think took him out and stuff, and then we ended up getting a little twisted on Saturday. I'm not gonna lie.
Do I sound good to you?
Yeah, sounds fine.
Okay, maybe it's just the fucking headphones, but whatever. So you grew up not on a farm,
No,
or
sir.
a ranch or anything.
No, sir. But like everybody that we were involved with had some sort of another of what we did. So we spent a lot of Sundays in Idlewood. A buddy of ours had a little bull riding pen behind the double wide, and all the bulls and calves, sheep you could get on, and that's what we did.
So in that, you just jump on it. You just like fuck.
Well,
I'll
like
jump on it.
they run it in a chute, and like you all get on it in there, and then they open a gate and don't fall off.
Have you rode a bull?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What's that like?
For me, not very good. I have the balance of a newborn, man.
Oh, fuck.
My brother, he was really, really good until he started, of course, playing football and stuff like that, and just kind of faded out of it. But we were pretty good when we were younger. But now we just team rope and do that, tie stuff down, whatever.
Fuck, dude. I used to work with this kid. He's like 15. He rode a bull this summer for the first time.
Oh, really?
He said hit his head and didn't remember. He got a concussion.
Where at?
I don't know where he was at. They were in some small town like that.
Oh, I
And
got
they
you.
just he had like the whole gear on,
Yeah.
but he was like, that helmet saved his life.
Well,
Like,
see, like when we started riding, they were just barely coming out with like the vest that you wear now. So when we were doing it, we didn't even have that. And then helmets were just coming around and stuff like that, and nobody could get used to it because it would throw your balance off. And so it was a whole lot different than it is now.
oh shit.
But
Would you ride a
So,
bull?
I actually, small world. I used to, like when I was a little kid. Like there's a newspaper and stuff of me that I think it was Ruidoso. I could have sworn you were there too.
it was probably Odessa.
Odessa.
Yep.
Okay, but I ended up like when I was real small. Like I rode sheep. I did that. What do they actually call that?
Mutton busting.
Mutton busting.
that's
98
cool.
champ.
So I did mutton busting a couple times, and I rode a steer once, and I was like old enough and like big enough, like that's where I was, like, you know what I mean. So did my first one, and I got slung off and got knocked out as a little kid off of my first steer, and I thought, no, the cowboy way ain't my way. And like I think literally a
should've
couple of
done the
weeks
same.
later, I bought Vans and a skateboard. I was like, no, I'm not doing this shit.
Fuck. I've always wanted to try, but I'm.
We can set it up.
Well, god damn it, I guess I got to.
Dude, well, if you do it, I'll get on one.
Like something small, man, not something crazy.
Oh yeah,
I ain't trying
we'll
to
put you on like a rope and steer.
Well, fuck it,
Like
let's do it.
put it this big. Like,
Yeah.
It all
Some
look
you
like
could
a
wrestle
bitch.
down. Some you
Oh,
could wrestle
fuck.
down.
Like we'll hold it for you to get on.
All right, let's do it. That sounds.
And
like
then you just let go and hope for the best.
then,
Yeah.
then I look like an idiot when we post it on YouTube.
Dude, we'll do it together, just us two, and be like, all right, you ready? Boom.
Ride them
Let's
double.
see. Boom.
Something like this.
Yeah, yeah. Which I don't trip steers much anymore, but that's what you'd get on something like that.
Oh man, I'd look like a fool.
We'll do it together.
All right, man, we're doing it.
I'll ride him backwards.
Fuck it.
I'm talking all big
You
right
really
now.
will. Oh, shit.
So, what did you call it? Trip? What is it? The terminology here.
Well, I team rope, which like all
So
these.
what is
pictures-
that?
It's like where a guy would catch the
Is it
head.
at the bottom right there?
Yes, sir. Right here in the middle.
that one right
That
there.
one where your mouse is at.
A little lower.
So you'll have a guy that'll catch the head, and then he'll turn them left, and then a guy will come in and rope the feet,
Here it is, right?
the
here.
back feet. Yes, sir.
Well, it's watermarked. Is that so? You've been doing that your whole life, almost?
Pretty
Would you say?
much, yes, sir.
And have you had the same partner the whole time, or is it switched up a little bit?
It's different at every
Okay.
rodeo or roping, and you can have multiple partners. Like at a rodeo, usually or your professional rodeos, it's a one header, one partner. Don't mess up. But like at a roping, you can enter 5, 6, 7 times with different people.
Dude, that sounds like fun.
But my lifelong partner would probably be my brother.
Oh, okay.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Dude, they like it looks rough. When I've seen some videos, they're like, damn, they fucking get in that motherfucker.
Do you heel or do you head?
I mainly heel, but man, you point me in a direction, I'll do anything.
Yeah.
I'll head, heel, tie them down, jump off on them, whatever.
Fuck. Where are like those big rodeos at? Like the professional ones?
They're having another one, Cook's PRCA Days, I think it's what they call this weekend, actually. It's a big deal. Starts on, I believe, Thursday. They have vendors set up, food, concerts every night. It's a big deal. They had the college rodeo this past weekend. Over there, it's the same deal. I mean, starts on Thursday, goes till Saturday. I mean, it's a big deal. Music every night.
Bunch of
Vendors,
Coors Light?
you name it.
You just drink whatever. What do cowboys like to drink? Man, what do y'all like to drink? What do you call it? What did you call it when you work with this shit? Leathersmith?
Leathersmith. We don't think that that's right.
Look that up.
What is it?
A leathersmith, if that's a real thing.
Like the name of the profession of working with leather. Like
Probably like a leather craftsman, maybe.
Yeah, see,
or Leathersmith.
see,
Yeah.
Look,
See?
Look at me.
I'll be.
That's your professional title. Leathersmith.
Bro, make me a backpack.
Did you see the one I did build?
Oh, go to his Instagram, please.
There's one on there. It's way down there, but I built.
What's your Instagram?
Shit, I don't even know.
Tanner, just put Tanner, I think.
I think it's 10. Yeah,
Yeah,
first one.
some leather.
Bulldog Garcia.
See, I'm sitting on
Just did a guitar strap, dude. That thing's
Dude, I want one of
nasty.
those.
Dude.
I want one of those.
That one's one of the best ones I've built. The only thing that bothers me with a lot of this stuff is they come in and put like a weird color.
Like that blue.
Yeah. Like it looks good, but at the same time, I'm like, man, let's just do something natural that flows. But
So-
that's a shape, like an overnight bag. My wife does all the
Is that a
beading.
4.6?
Yep.
Didn't that shit just get bought by somebody?
Taylor Sheridan, the guy that does the Yellowstone deal,
That's right.
ended up buying that ranch. That's another wedding album I just built. That wedding's actually this weekend.
Oh, okay. How'd you get into this, man? This is cool. This is what I seen this and I was like, damn, I want to talk about this with you.
Man, wanting really cool stuff and not being able to afford it. So,
And you just fucking figured it out?
I picked up some stuff and kind of built some small little trashy things. And a buddy of mine's really, really good. And we actually went to high school together, high school rodeo together. And he built me a belt. And I kind of had showed him something one time. And he was like, man, come over to the shop one day and just hang out. And shoot, he's helped me along the way. So shout out Bradley Guin with Guin Custom Leather out of
Hey.
Slayton.
Subscribe if you're listening, please, sir.
But he's the reason why I'm at where I'm at today.
He kind of took you in and taught you everything?
Pretty much. But it's the drive that I had on my own that I guess would make you want to help somebody.
Oh, okay. There's that blue again. You
Yep,
can see it.
more blue.
They like that blue, don't they?
More blue.
That yellow looks all right. I like that yellow.
That was actually a belt that was built for a proposal. He proposed with that belt.
Whoa.
And I was like, dude, what are you going to do if she says no?
Damn.
But luckily she said yes. And everything's good. Now I'm building their wedding stuff too.
Damn, that's cool.
Would you say that, because as years go by, you always hear about trades that are soon to be lost. Would you say there's still a lot of active people that are doing this, or is this going to soon be, where as generations go on, like...
No, it's dang sure growing. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like it's just like everything. Like the more you get into stuff, and I don't know if it's stuff like you just start knowing more people.
I hate to say like trendy, but I feel like that is kind of like people want custom things, local custom.
Yeah.
That's kind
Shop
of like
local.
Etsy, all that kind of brought that. I think that's why.
Sure.
Yeah,
There's
I
been,
think
like,
it'll
this rise
always,
in
for
that.
sure. Especially like a leather and stuff. I mean, we're always gonna have like, how would I say it? At the end of the day, just a person that would want that.
Somebody's always gonna want something personalized.
Always.
Yeah,
Like
Me,
most of
I
these
always,
made for
I
me.
always want something.
Most of these belts, somebody wants their brand or their initials in the end of it. And
Yeah,
so,
with like the guitar strap, I want
yeah,
my name on it.
Yep,
Yes,
just like
something
that. Or like this wedding album, it has their name and their brand in it.
I don't want to get my hands
Because everything
dirty.
you're
has
good.
something. Like there's a little bit of leather and that's
Yeah.
nice. Some suede or some animal print or something. I mean, like he's about to make me. So I have like just a really cheap, worn down apron. Like that I barber in, and he's gonna end up making me like a nice apron. But we're probably gonna do it denim, and then everything like strap wise or the pockets like make it leathered out.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of
so it's-
personalized a little bit.
Yeah, and so it goes anywhere from barbering to cowboys
Yeah.
to whatever.
Heck,
Oh, pet! Look at that collar. Tell me the word.
that's part of my bullies there.
I forgot you do that too.
Yeah.
Look at that big old boy.
Yeah, because my dad and my uncle, they did a lot of chuck wagon cooking
Oh, really?
back in the day, and
Who's that?
my dad is Robert Garcia,
Uh-huh.
and then my
What if they're
uncle
related?
is
Arthur?
Yeah.
We're related.
Are we really?
Yeah.
How are we related?
I don't know, but my dad's always told me that Arthur was our cousin.
So we're
I was like,
related
cool.
somehow then,
What the
right?
hell?
Somehow or another.
Little family reunion, primos there. Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like my uncle on my mom's side was a big chuck wagon cook. Like he cooked, they would load his chuck wagon on top of cruise ships to cook for celebrities and stuff when
Oh,
doing
damn.
that. And he was a cook at the 4-6s for a long time and was a jockey for them. And So I guess I had a chuck wagon cook on both sides, but
Yeah.
he still does a lot now.
Oh yeah, my he's been out of it for a little bit, but yeah, they once won the national championship at the Cowboys.
So what's
Yep.
what is it called? Chuck wagon?
wagon?
What is that? What does that mean?
It's pretty much like when you go out and do your works on a ranch and stuff, you can't come back to town, or big ranches, they can't come back to town or back to headquarters. So it's pretty much the kitchen. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you put your beds and your load up food, whatever you need to take out there that you can't really carry on a horse, and which nowadays they have modern stuff where like it'll be like a old cotton trailer or something like that, or on wheels that you can drive out there with a pickup and leave it, but your cowboys still stay out there 6 days a week,
So the more I get into this, the more I learn. Like these ranches, there's so many jobs there, right? Like on a big ranch, you're saying that you can there's a lot of opportunity for money, right?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, you're not going to get rich by doing it, no means, but
okay.
I mean,
So, like the 4-6 ranch, I mean, you could probably.
there's a lot of different divisions or stuff you can do on that ranch. Like they have a horse program, then they have their race horse division, or I don't know if it's a division, but it's a whole nother group of individuals that run that. Then you have your cowboys, then you have your cow side. I mean, there's so many different, but that's a big moving ranch. There's a lot of moving parts there. A lot of them aren't that big.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you got your several ones that are, but
Speaking it into existence, I want to retire on a ranch.
oh, dude,
and
me too.
Just
Me
chill
too.
there. Raise some basset hounds. I love basset hounds. You like your
Basset
dog? I love basset hounds.
That's what's up.
I want one. I want a farm of them. Fuck it. I don't care.
I want a farm of pugs.
Oh,
Ranch in the hill country, and you just,
Dude,
just all these
those are the
little
most
fuckers
annoying
running
dogs
around.
ever, though.
Hey, mucho take it easy. They're not that bad. I love a good
pretty
pug.
I like their little smushed faces.
Oh, dude, for sure.
I love any dog with like a smushed face.
The only one, Men in Black. That's it.
That's it. So, I mean, the only dog, like, that I have right now, like, that's the only dog I've personally ever owned. My whole entire family, though, has all been pugs. Like,
Your white side?
no,
Oh, dear.
Mexican, actually.
Believe it or not, I could tell that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That we're,
Y'all are pug people.
We're pug people. I mean, it's crazy. It's like they don't even need to be trained. They're just
Pug
like,
people
"Nah, whatever."
don't like Metallica.
God,
Don't like Breaking Bad.
I never said that. I just said I never watched it.
Likes
I
New
was like,
Mexico.
Oh,
likes
yeah.
the Raiders of all the fucking teams in this whole entire.
What's good? I'm always like, how are we even acquaintances right now? I don't know.
Speaking of weddings, I'm waiting for somebody to say something about that wedding story you told this last podcast.
Dude, okay, let's not bring it up. Go listen.
Change the subject.
Go listen.
Did you listen to that?
Oh yeah,
You
I
heard
actually
it?
listened to it today,
Yeah.
and then he was talking shit too. Got me all riled up.
Oh yeah, 'cause I was
I'm
like, oh, he's
super
Cowboys
nervous, like-
fuck, but then I was like, oh, he's Mexican. as
Yeah,
hell.
he's Mexican as fuck. I'm like, bro, stop.
Dude, you seem like a cool guy, and I just want to say this. I wish I had to act. I wish my voice sounded like yours. I really
Is
do.
it bad?
No, I like it. I fucking love it.
I didn't know I ever had one.
Yeah, I love
Until
it.
Brandon. Oh, yes sir, yes sir.
I love it. I wish I sounded like you, dude. I fucking love
I
it.
appreciate it, man.
So, don't let anybody talk shit about it, man. It sounds
Hell
cool
no.
to me.
Never, not once. It's authentic. It's you though.
It's
and
me,
It
I
always
mean-
has been you.
Yeah.
That's what's fun.
So, how
about
did
it.
you guys meet? How do y'all know each other?
Dude, I will say that Tanner is probably one of the longest friends that I've ever had.
Keep scrolling down. Let's see.
For what? When I was around no shit? Like, are we talking like 4 years old?
Roughly. How old are you now?
27?
I would probably say so because I turned 30 this year. But our parents dated.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we lived together for a year maybe.
Roughly a
They
year.
were like brothers for a little bit.
Yeah,
To an extent. What's up, step bro?
but
Man,
I give-
with everyone, I guess.
which me and his older brother Austin run around a lot together.
The guy who went to Blue Light.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
that's the idiot.
Get
But-
your wallets.
So it's always been an attachment. Like, even though, like, our families were still always tight, even when they separated, but they were friendly too.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like nasty. And so, being a little kid, you really don't even pay attention to that stuff. Like, oh, they dated, but they're not anymore, but we're all still cool. So, like, you and well, even my cousin Roddy, when he was he lived in El Paso, and when I was in second grade, so he must have been in fourth. When he moved to Lubbock, literally the first friend he ever had was Tanner. And then our parents ended up dating. No relation, didn't even know. So it was like, wow, my cousin's his best friend. And then we ended up, you know what I mean, being in cahoots with each other because of our parents. And then as time went on, he was just so close to my brother, but then the little brother hanging out, like I'm always just around.
Well, we lost touch there for a little bit because I think it's just like, well, when your parents are divorced, when I was at my dad's, which was dating his mom at the time, he was at his dad's.
Oh, okay.
So, like, we were never around each other a whole lot, but we were at the same time. And then we lost touch for a long time. And then when the deal happened with his mom, I mean, I was the first truck there.
Literally, yeah.
I mean, and then ever since then, it's
it's been cool because we always knew, like, okay, like, we're super tight, but, like, we just never we always just different times, different plans. But anytime we were around each other, like, oh, that's Tanner, that's my boy, that's longtime friend. You know? But
we went to a couple of your high school games, me and Austin. Well, that's when we were living with each other too.
Yeah. That's true.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Friendship. I graduated in 2010.
Man, maybe y'all are closer than you think.
Damn.
I graduated 13 though.
Oh yeah, so you're a little younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
When did you graduate, Jen? 2008? 2007? I haven't thrown the shade at your age in a while. I had to do it.
2012. I'm 27.
You're all pobrecita right now.
We're the same thing. You're just a year younger.
She's lying, dude. She's a little older.
No,
but you look good though. You look good for your age.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Wait, what year did you graduate?
Me?
Yeah.
2015.
15? God.
I'll be 25 on Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
No shit. Happy early birthday.
Happy early
dude.
birthday.
I'm gonna get.
Quarter of a damn century.
That's why I'm not drinking. I'm saving myself for my birthday.
Oh, really?
Been there.
Yeah. You just probably had a little bit too much this past weekend.
We might as well recap the night.
It was malito.
Oh,
I know.
Well, here's the thing. Like you said, there were so many different groups of people there. I was trying to make my rounds
Absolutely.
and give people alcohol, and I drink with them, and then, hey, you want to do the podcast? Then somebody would call me. I'll be over there, and you know, I guess I was running into people. Who knows? Like literally, like I remember running in circles around that thing. So it was a fun night. Did you have a fun night?
I had an amazing time. I can't thank y'all enough. Like, honestly, it was put on well. The people, like, all the guests were awesome.
Go to yours. I want to see the comparison when you did the crickets one.
Bradley.
Christian, I can't believe we didn't get a picture.
Dude, I know.
Or did we?
I didn't get any pictures.
Oh,
no. I needed to, too, because I felt like I looked a little hard.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was drunk as fuck, and I had this idea, and I was like, we gotta do this photo. It's Buddy Holly and the Crickets.
Yeah.
This is what we try to recreate.
I was like, we gotta retake this picture.
Oh,
This is modern times.
I was just not there. My body.
You're looking like through the camera.
I know, like my soul had already left.
Oh, that's funny.
Go to my story, and there's a picture of Jen on my story that's really funny.
Me and Sinya.
Not
Her
this
little
one.
hand.
That one right there. No, that one.
Oh my god.
You played it off well, though. You did.
I was fun.
I mean, I couldn't even tell if you were. I saw that you were feeling it.
We gotta get you a mic, man. I gotta figure this out. I need to get you a damn mic.
No, I was just so just busy on also I felt like I would see people that I just didn't even know, so I had to make a point to introduce myself and just thank them for coming. And I got to meet some people from Instagram that I was just kind of oh, it's your username. Oh, okay, I know who you are now or whatever. So if anybody's watching, thank you for coming.
Where were you at, man?
I was taking care of my sick child.
All right. That's probably one of the few excuses we'll take on this.
She
line.
doesn't get. I really think that's the first time she's ever vomited.
How old are you?
She's 7.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I guess we went to dinner Thursday, and we was eating, just threw up all over the table, floor, and everything. I was like, "Let's go."
Spooky.
Yeah, and then so she stayed home, and I was dealing with that all day. There was 7 kids gone from her school. Teacher was sick. So
maybe that's there's something going around around the town that's not COVID. Who knows?
Dude, your son though, his Halloween costume,
it was pretty legit.
Dude.
Is there a picture of it we can see?
Oh, is it?
It may still be on my story.
Did you have it on Instagram?
I think so.
I thought it was just Snapchat.
Oh nope, just went off.
So what is that right there?
That's a bouquet wrap for
Oh,
like a
cool.
wedding where they put the flowers in.
And what do you call it?
A garter.
You made one of those too?
Yeah, that's my first time building a garter. That's the only second bouquet wrap
it's on
I've
this
ever
last
built.
picture he did.
But that garter, it was tricky.
Really?
Yeah.
So what is this like? What's this process like? Do you buy like raw leather and then you work it, or do you make your own leather? What's that
Yeah,
like?
I buy raw leather like it's called Herman oak leather. Like if you lay out a cowhide, they cut it in half, and so that's like a side of leather, and they send me just a raw half a side of leather. And if I'm building this, we cut it all up, and if I'm building belts, I have a cool little deal I can set to the certain width and just draw a strip down it. Go to
So you have the idea already to do like what is this, like floral? Like
Floral, yeah,
You
sure.
you do that? Is that
yeah, sure. That's all hand drawn there.
okay?
Yep. Everything nowadays, and when I first started, that buddy I was telling you about, Bradley, he would sell me tap offs, which
Bradley.
it would be like this much drawn till you could just repeat the pattern. But I could never get it down to where it's like this, where I get my lines so close together, when you're tapping it off, some would get fuzzy or wouldn't transfer good, and I could never do it. And I put 110% into each piece, so I could never do it. I'd get like a squiggly line in there and throw it away, start over. And so I got to where I hand draw everything, and I'm getting the results I want now.
Nice. So how long did that take you to get?
I'm gonna say roughly 7 years. I guess I started in the kitchen when my daughter was born, just playing around building leggings, which there was a picture of them earlier, but it's kind of stuff you don't have to stamp. It's just like shap leather like this that you can just cut to a certain shape and glue together, and it's probably more further up, right there. The orange deal right here on the bottom.
My boy.
That's your dog?
Yeah.
But just building stuff like that didn't have to be stamped. You
Oh,
just
dude.
cut it out and glue it together, And so I'd do that in the kitchen in the mornings, make my wife real mad, banging on the kitchen table.
So you're like, how do you do that? I don't even know how you what are you doing to like make the design? Do you have a video of it?
No, I don't. I've been trying to get to TikTok here lately, where I could
That's the way to do it, man.
like do the deal where you set it out and show my patterns and stuff, but that deal's tricky.
Like snippets of the whole.
Yeah.
Snippets of the whole like process.
Yeah, to where you can do like the rabbit speed, where it just shows the whole thing from start to finish.
Yeah.
But it's pretty hard to get figured out for me. My wife has to run all that stuff.
Oh, she does all that.
I can do the Instagram, Facebook, but that TikTok I can't get figured out.
Dude, I like how you do your pictures and your quotes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like the quote
It's original. Yeah.
Because after you post so many belts, it's hard to come up with intelligent and fun things to say.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have fun quotes. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's badass.
Yeah. So I try to pick some.
What is
mean
that
the
circle
most.
thing right there?
That's a rope cam. So like when people do rope for a living, they.
Oh, you quoted Jocko on that one. I like that guy.
Where's it at?
Uh,
Oh yeah, I see
Jocko
it now.
Willink
Yeah.
or whatever his name
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that dude's a badass.
He's
Yeah, dude. He's
wicked.
a
He should be the
monster.
president, by the way.
Yes.
That dude is a monster.
But
No excuses.
The more you
exceptions.
Damn it.
What?
Damn it. I was reading it.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
but that piece is probably one of my favorite pieces I've built.
The more you practice, the better you get, the more freedom you have to create. Ain't that like with everything you do in life? So that's pretty cool.
Yep. That client, I don't know if you can see those butterflies that I kind of hid in there. Like right above,
I don't know if you
right
can zoom
above
in
the,
on it
right
or
above the
anything.
D. There's a butterfly, and then there's two more on this side. But this lady's granddad, I believe, built saddles. Like he's a well-known saddle maker, and I think she had a saddle that had those on there that her granddad had built. And so she was like, "Do you think you can do that?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I could do that." So that's a pretty special piece
I
to
would
me.
get something like that tattooed on me. I like that design. Like I like the floral look. That's I like it. I have it all over. I'm starting to tattoo it more on me.
Oh,
I like it.
I've started my arm, and I'm eat up with it.
Or so where are you working at now? You got a shop or something?
I'm set up at my house, which I shoe horses full time, is what like my actual occupation is, and then this is it.
Oh, what's his name? Can you look at Nate? He does that. I don't know if
Shoes
you know.
horses?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He's like a cowboy too. Nate, that one right there, the first one, Hurt Reynolds. I like watching him like the process of doing it. It's really cool.
I've seen his stuff before,
Yeah,
or just his
Oh, is
social
that-
media, but I
yeah.
don't know him.
I know he does that. See right
Yeah,
there.
right
he's-
there.
So you do this,
Yeah, sure. That's what I do to pay my bills.
and it's like an actual like good job to have. Like
Yeah,
it-
sure. Very good. I mean, it's hard work. Don't get me wrong, but I
Dude, it's wild watching that. Like, I've only seen it done just
So because of
once or
him, I
twice.
didn't know like a horseshoe was actually like they put it on a horse's foot. I did not know that. So
Yeah.
What
It-
do you mean?
I didn't know that
Like the hoof.
The
like
hoof.
they're nailing
Go
it
back
into the
to
hoof.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea. And he shows like he has like videos of like, yeah, I didn't know that.
No, but of course there's a proper way to do it.
of course, yeah.
Like, you could fuck up a horse's foot, yeah?
Oh, that's the only way you learn.
But is it going to be detrimental to that horse? Can it be?
It can be, yes. But like
So what's the reasoning behind all? Why do they need that?
to keep like on those ranches, like some of them are around like eastern New Mexico. Around here, they're all sand, so you don't necessarily have to have them because it's all soft. But like up around the sixes, where it's a lot of it is rocky. I mean, their feet will get just.
I think he moved like central part of Texas to do
Okay.
this. So
And over there, it's
Maybe it's
wet.
like-
It
yeah,
gets
okay.
real wet, and so you have to put that on. You have to put shoes on to kind of keep their feet from being so soft.
dude, I didn't even. That's so cool. So you do this,
Yes, sure.
and like for different people. Where,
Oh yeah, I travel anywhere.
So there's like a triangled like shape
Mm-hmm.
under the foot. Now that's natural, and do y'all like dig it out?
No, you shape it.
You shape it.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
shit, that's wild.
I don't know if he has any like.
I've seen where they shaved it like parts off or whatever. Is that what you're talking about? Or
Yeah, I mean, like when you
Yeah,
pick
like
up a
it
foot
divots
to
in.
start with, I mean, it's just overgrown and kind of nasty looking. And then I have a hoof knife, and I'll keep it going straight and keep it, like you said, looking like a triangle.
How much
pretty
about
much.
pressure are you putting into it? Like,
Just
what-
depends how hard their feet are.
what is that hoof? Is it like bone? What
It's like your fingernail.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's equivalent to.
Oh,
but
okay.
a thick ass fingernail, right?
Yeah, most of the time.
Have you been kicked?
Yes,
Oh no.
5 times. But I've been shoeing horses for fixing me 12 years, so my odds are pretty good.
What is that you're looking at right there?
You talking about like them trimming it?
Oh,
Like this is sort of what it looks like.
Yeah. See, that's like when you first pick a foot up, that's usually what a frog will look like. That's what they call that in the middle. That triangle piece is a frog.
A frog?
Yeah.
of course. When you
Why?
zoom in, I don't want to see that. Is
Yeah.
that like blood or something in there? Or what?
Yeah, you probably picked a nasty. Yeah, explosive force.
Yeah. Why would you pick this one? He just gonna be on our ass.
Well, it is just crazy. Like what? Like I remember watching Austin do it, and I almost thought he was more forceful with it, but it's just the way that you do it. But like how he just like put it down, and he just put it back on. But just prying the nails out of the old shoe was the part that I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
shit, that looks rough." I
Yeah.
mean, it's a thicker nail, and you just prying, and then beat it out, and then you go to
And
town.
You got to finesse it.
Yeah.
So you have to like nail it in there.
Yeah, sure.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
And it don't really. They're pretty tough animals.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like if you grew your fingernail out and got like a safety pin, you could push it all the way through that nail and you wouldn't feel it. That's the equivalent. But like, or if you cut your fingernail too short and you
I
hurts
hate
like
that.
yeah, same thing on the horse.
It's just a ginormous nail.
So you got kicked. What was that like? Were you pissed?
Yes, yes.
I'll
But
be
every
fucking
time,
mad.
every time I've been kicked, it's been when I was driving a nail.
Oh.
So like,
Like a reaction almost from it, or was it like fuck
man,
you?
some horses are just straight up dicks, and some horses are scared and don't know.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, or some could just be off balance.
So at this point, do you know the horses? You're pretty like you have like. How often do you have to do that to?
Every 6 weeks is what my rotation is,
Oh,
and
okay.
I keep pretty tight books on mine. I mean, I don't like to get too far out there because, I mean, trying to think what it'd be like, but I don't like starting over every time. Like, if you wait a long period of time, that foot's out of whack. You know, it's not symmetrical anymore, and you got to start over, really.
Oh, okay. And they're like, and they're at that point, they're pretty used to it. Or is it different every time?
Well, like, you can get your older horses that, I mean, they've been shod forever. They just take it, and then you got your babies, you know, that are their first timers, and some take it really well, stand better than an old horse, and then you got some that don't take it at all, and those are the ones that I send to somebody else.
To your brother? Your brother does that?
I mean, I will put his name out there.
Is he shoeing right now?
He told me he was gonna do some, but I hadn't seen him really.
Yeah.
He does his own. He shoes his own, but for the public, I don't think he does much.
So, like, these sort of jobs, you just kind of, like... Is it kind of one of those things you're, like, born into it? That life?
No.
You know, or I could go do it if I wanted to?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. That'd be... I just want to see it.
We can do, like, a literally on the road with Roy in the red shoeing truck.
Dude, video that bad boy.
Come on, let's do it.
We're going to do that?
Videoing you trying to shave it down.
Would you, in cowboy terms, would you say you're a cowpoke or a buckaroo?
I would say I'm a cowpoke. Buckaroo's more of an up north thing, and I don't know.
So what are these words you just said?
You couldn't really tell you the definition of them. It's just a term that...
So buckaroo came from a lot of the cowboys that were from like Canada, and they were coming down to like Montana and stuff. Well, you had some of these like vaqueros, like straight Mexican cowboys, and they were traveling up through New Mexico and meeting in the middle. Well, they got kind of intermingled, and the word buckaroo kind of came from them naming it, but then it became its own little culture. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like style wise and stuff, they just look a little bit more wild. Like cowboys here,
people talk about cultural appropriation. I stole the idea. I like the look of a cowboy. I'm not a fucking cowboy, but I like to look like a fucking cowboy.
Me too.
I've heard it 1,000 times that I was called y'all alternative.
That's what they call me, and I don't like it.
See, I don't really care. I'm just like, well, I'm gonna wear what I wear because, like, right now, you know what I mean. I'm in black skinnies with Vans and a flannel, but tomorrow, literally to work, I'm gonna wear my like, you know what I mean, like custom made cowboy boots laced up. You know what I mean, in a pearl snap, and feel just the same. It's just is what it is. But,
you remember when y'all were calling me that?
Yeah.
I was getting mad. I was like, what the hell?
bro, you're the alternative. Just face it.
Like, I just don't like
I
the
kept calling him that
like
because I was making him
alternative.
mad. I
Y'all.
liked making him mad.
alternative, like, you know, like, oh, what? Come on.
Yeah.
No. But it's a cool look. I like the look, man.
But like buckaroo cowboys, like they're. I mean, honestly, it's. I like the style. Now, like my brother, he thinks really deep into those names.
Yeah.
So if you call him a buckaroo, but this is also you're talking about a man who like.
He actually like cowboys for a living.
Like he's a cowboy. Like
Yeah.
lives and breathes and on the ranch. I mean,
He's horseback every day.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
like I mean, I don't even think the boy has his like diploma. Like he straight up worked.
he shouldn't. He's dumb as shit.
Like he straight up like from 18, like he just said fuck it, and then boom, I've never known him not ranching, like rodeoing to make side cash, and then always bouncing around like a small hand, and just always dips his hand like in almost every ranch. It seems like he's been all over.
And that's so fun. Like, literally, where the wind blows you, where you go. I mean,
That does sound fun.
But you call him a buckaroo, and you better watch your goddamn mouth. Like I'm like, oh shit.
Is he white?
Yeah, white as fuck.
What was that other one you
Thank
said?
you,
It was buckaroos and cowpokes.
Cowpokes. That's what you are, he said? You would consider yourself?
If you had to pick,
if
Then
I
it
had to
would be.
pick, I mean,
but he's just him.
I'm
He has
just
a lot
me.
of sides
I like
of
that.
him.
You get what you get.
Exactly. I love that.
but it's just like with the times. I mean, now you got some actual cowpunchers out there that are getting, you know, tattoos, like not your normal stuff. And it's,
Have you ever been branded?
no, take that back. I feel like everybody did it when there was a kid. Like you get a coat hanger and kind of make some design and heat that bitch up. But mine never stayed. So he didn't do it good.
I've seen like tattoo parlors do that, like places like where they like kind of do it in a professional manner.
See, yeah. Well,
I would do that with my design. I would.
You should
If
do.
anybody
You
wants
should
to
get
do
it like a freeze brand.
Oh, that's what Robin does.
Yeah.
Can you look up his?
I branded a friend a couple of months ago for the first time, and that was dumb, intense. Like his name is, so he actually, you can check him out. He does woodwork. His name is AJ Martinez, and so it's like AJ Woodworks or something like that. Does amazing work actually. It's a lot of small stuff. He used to build bars and cabinets and bed frames and stuff, but now he just kind of maintains the small stuff to kind of keep up with the flow. You know what I mean? You can just nickel and dime everyone that way. But anyways, he has this logo because he's the fourth. He's Alfred Martinez the fourth, and so he made this cool 4 brand that he puts on every corner of everything. And he was like, "Man, I've been really wanting this." And a drunken stupor in his backyard around a fire one night, I was like, "I'll do it." And everyone was like, "Will you really?" Like, I'm afraid to hold that thing. I was like, "I will brand you in the chest right now."
Oh.
So next thing you know, why I have no idea, but we just like, I poured whiskey on his chest, slapped it. We all took a pull of it. I took it off. I was like, "You ready?" I didn't know what to do, so I was like, "Everybody hold them, and we're just gonna go for it." Now that I know, I literally should have just went
One touch, right?
and then off. I went until I saw smoke.
Oh God.
Dude.
So you got it real deep.
Oh, bro, he just has a ginormous swollen triangle on his chest now, and it's all welted. It's
Is it
looks
healed though,
horrible.
or is it
oh,
still
it's
nasty?
It took him. So it was longer than months ago, like a couple, because he said it took like near like 4 months to fully really come together. And so it was a 4 for a little bit, but the little, like the center of it, it just swelled up and it's awkward. But I should have just went.
That's why I would do it like if we were like in a professional manner. If
Yeah.
that's a thing, I would do it. Like, let's do it.
Was it big or was it small?
About that big before,
Yeah.
so it wasn't like a full on. I mean,
I can't remember who we did. I think we did a buddy of ours and my brother, I think, and I can't remember which one it was, but it was a G or an R, and it wasn't but like that big. So when it healed, it was just like a
Oh,
big
man.
circle, like a pus bubble looking thing.
Bud.
yeah,
And he still has it.
yeah.
It's on the inside of his arm.
Dude, I want to get branded.
I do too. What was that one? The way you called it?
A freeze brand?
Yeah.
That's what I do. Is it like the liquid nitrogen, the dry ice or something?
we had a rancher, and that's what he said he does to his animals.
Yeah, that's how I brand
Yeah.
my horses and stuff like that.
I would do that.
Yeah.
So there's another video right there.
Would you brand a dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys that like use their dog for hunting, they'll freeze brand like their ear or something like that. So if they get lost,
Isn't it kind of like less painful?
oh
that
yeah,
freeze
you
brand?
can't feel it really.
Would you brand your dog?
No,
No.
no, baby boy's clean.
Yeah.
He ain't getting no. I feel bad that I snipped him, but it's all right.
Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. It's true. Can you educate me on snipping ears?
Like, what do you want to know?
Well, be careful, PETA.
Yeah.
So you snip their ears?
I don't do it, but I have a friend that does.
Why do they do that?
It's, I don't know, like a polite way to put it, but kind of like, why do you grow your hair out?
Is
type
it just
thing.
like aesthetically pleasing?
Well, I mean,
Pretty
and
much.
but it's
Yep.
like it's not painful to them. That's why I'm like, is it
No,
causing pain to
we
them?
put them under
Oh,
and everything.
okay.
Like, I don't know how people professionally do it, but the way my
Well,
dad
I know
does
some
it,
people have done it worse.
yeah,
So
I've heard
that's what
a
I'm
bunch of horror stories,
Yeah.
but the guy that I use, he's legit. Don't get me wrong; it's in his backyard, but it's legit.
But he puts them down and makes sure they don't feel pain and stuff like that. I mean,
yeah, like you
like
put
the,
him
the
like,
healing process is going to be buggy, I'm sure.
not really,
Really?
not the way he does it.
Are they puppies when it
such-
gets?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
They're 7 weeks,
Okay.
so it's not like docking a tail. Like when you dock a tail, you do that like first or second day, but.
They did that to both of my animals. I don't know why.
And like you can cut their ears earlier, but we wait till they get older. I don't know why, but that's the way my man tells me how to do it, and that's the way I do it.
I just feel like there's probably that perfect age, like of it.
Yeah.
I mean, just like us, like I don't know. I mean, it might be too much, but there's like, I don't know, snipping the skin on a baby boy.
Yeah,
Or there's-
everything has to develop
Right.
to a certain extent.
Right, or like getting your like a baby's ears pierced. It's like,
Yeah.
well, some of them wait like most dudes, but like girls, I mean, shit, they're babies practically.
I think my
when
mom
I
said
see
she
a
tried
lot.
to do it at the hospital when the baby was born. When my sister was born, like Already
Yep.
going through that traumatic process. Why not
Yeah.
just do it already?
Yeah, just get it done.
Just get it
like the
done.
younger the better, but I'm sure with animals, like on that scenario, like you develop a little bit, probably a little bit of a pain tolerance, but young enough that everything
Dude,
is
I
good
remember
when
one
they get
person
older.
was like, well, they were talking about circumcisions, and I was, this girl, of course, got to clip that part out. This girl, she was like, well, they don't have any consent, so why would you do, you know?
Yeah.
that's
Are
what
you
they-
shitting me?
Yeah, no, that was, I was just like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is what, do you want to get into that? I'm if I have a son, I'm not snipping him. I'm
I
gonna
don't
let him
think it's
be
like
all
practical
natural.
anymore.
Well, no,
Really?
because I guess back in the day, I would think so because they had just less hygiene.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, wash your dick,
Yeah, I mean,
and you're totally fine.
I think in a modern world, unless you're Jewish, I don't think there's any reason to do it.
Right? No, I don't. I don't feel so now. I mean, now it's just. I mean,
How do you feel about that, Jen? Is that even something you think about?
I feel like if I ever have kids, like that'll just be up to their father. Like, I don't know.
yeah,
Do
that's
you have
fair.
experience with that, I guess?
What if you have a girl? Would you be like, hey, pierce her ear real quick? No.
They can,
Wait a little bit.
when they want it, they can get it.
That's cool too. Yeah, because that's more of an aesthetic, like a.
Because, I mean, eventually
Jewelry.
a kid will want their ears pierced, you know? So
Yeah. It's sort of like snipping the dog's nuts. I've heard that that's not even good for them, really.
Oh, well,
Like
I
it
mean,
fucks them up a little bit.
Well, yeah, the natural hormones aren't
Yeah.
there, and yeah, they can start gaining weight and gaining a little bit of health problems depending on the dog, anyways. So it's tough, but it's the chance you take if you want them to stop pissing all over your shit.
Damn right.
Is that what happened with you?
A little bit. Like he was such a good dog, but there was this weird window where I think what happened is it was actually around Flatland time. Like I was busy with work so much, and it was like I'll admit I just wasn't around enough for my pup. Like he was so good at the beginning, and then once I started working numerous jobs, I was like, "Fuck, I'm not around." And I think he started getting a little fussy, and
I need one. I'll
Yeah.
have one with you, man.
he started having like just a little bit of like a dominance thing, where he never bit anyone. He's never been aggressive, but you know what's funny is I'm the owner, and he would kind of be fussy at me, like a little.
Maybe that's what Gomez was going through.
snarl or something. I was like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are.
My
Maybe-
neighbor has I don't know what you'd call it, like some type of cur dog or something, but they hunt pigs with them. And he said
Nice.
that he had him pinned up against the wall. And then after he cut his nuts out, he was fine.
Just like that, yeah.
Maybe you should do that to go. I'm not even lying. Like you've had the aggressiveness problem with them. Maybe.
I mean,
that's-
it takes away the dominant side of them for sure, and then just a little. It's the mischievous little devious shit that they do. He didn't get into trash. He stopped pissing everywhere. He just didn't need to mark anywhere because it wasn't his. The only thing you need to know is like now he has a brain. You can just train him. Like it's kind of sad.
she's having that problem with her dog.
my poor baby, he's so bad. It's so embarrassing
Maybe.
for him. Oh my!
Why not? I mean,
Maybe his nuts need to go.
do you want him to have kids of his own?
Do I want grand dogs? Yes, but
He needs to get laid once, at least.
At least
he used to have,
let him get
Just
one.
make sure it's the neighbor's dog.
Yeah.
Have one little litter.
He's a kid.
I mean, I feel bad. I think my boy would have made some beautiful babies because, I mean, his mom was Alaskan Husky and his dad is American Pit Bull. So that's why he has, like, such that weird look. Like, it's a husky vibe, but when he smiles, you're like, oh, there's that pit. I mean, it's like ear to ear, just huge smile. Beautiful pup. And I was like, dang, he would have made pretty babies, but nah, he's cool. I'd rather, no.
Can you go to Instagram real quick?
I
and go
just
to-
have this like
no,
little like bug-eyed.
No,
Boston.
Oh,
I wanted one of those
Boston.
forever.
I just sent the message to
My
Jen.
son.
Go to the messages and you can look at the picture on here.
So one of my best friends in the world, his name is Carson Nance. He actually owns his own boot making business called Mission Boots. If y'all want some custom made ones, hit up Carson. But he
There's the picture of this little fucker. Go to the other picture I sent. Look at the like direction his eyes like they like shoot different directions.
Stop! Why'd you do that?
What's the dude off of what is it Big Daddy or Mr. Dietz?
Oh, Steve Buscemi. Shout out Steve
The homeless
Buscemi.
guy?
Oh, yeah.
He's,
That's what those dogs remind me of.
oh yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Where he's like, I don't know. Old lady was trying to cast a spell on me.
Go to Big Daddy.
I love
don't know,
that
she's
like
just
that name
waving.
is just so relevant.
Oh shit,
Wow, that's funny.
that is Gomez.
Oh my god, I love that. I just know that
That's funny.
freaking name.
But yeah, Carson's dog, his name is Roscoe. Dude, a little shit. And I always asked him, like, why don't you fix him? And he told me that there was a story that there was 2 or 3 big dogs, and they got a hold of him, and they tore him up. Like a leg was hanging off. Like it was completely like fleshed out, and he was like, "Oh my!" And they took him. They're like, "Well, we'll try our best, but don't expect him to like walk properly and do any of that." I mean, he was real messed up, dude. He healed perfectly fine, and like his ass literally caves in because there's chunks of meat missing. But he's all healed, and he's just a rascal. But this dude, I mean, like a little bit too much. But not only does he piss, but he literally like. He like ejaculates on everything. Dude, I'm telling you, like, watch your leg. Like, he'll freaking bust one on your fucking thigh. And you're like, are you serious, dude? And you kick him off. He's such a rough dog, dude. Man, I told him, I was like, why don't you get his little ass fixed? And he was like, dude, I gave him a promise that I wasn't there during his attack, so he can have everything. Like, he's allowed to have his nuts. Like, if he wants his hell, I'll put my foot out. I was like, dude, you're crazy, dude. I was like,
I mean, I respect it.
I mean, he loves his pup, so.
This your dog,
This
right?
is my dog. English Bulldog.
Cutie.
What's going on?
Those dogs are a little bit more high maintenance.
What's his name?
Aren't they?
Yeah, no, they're actually the easy. That's why they're so expensive. They're like probably the easiest dogs to take care of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they don't live very long, do they?
Well, so I had 2 bulldogs that passed away these past 2 years. They both were 11 and 12 years
Okay, so
Oh, wow.
So they
they still got some age.
That's cool. 11, 12.
They're just naturally.
My
What's his,
little
what's his
fucker,
name?
he's
What'd you say his name was?
That one's Oakley.
Can you go
Oakley.
into that video?
Which
What
one?
What am I saying? No,
Oh shit.
not that one. Up a little bit. What am I saying
Oh,
right
that
there?
was the first time I was on here. No, that was when I was talking about tech possibly.
Oh,
Yeah. So.
I was wondering what kind of shit I was talking then. Who knows? So one of the you shoe horses. That's your
Yes, sir.
that's the bread and butter, and you also raise dogs.
Raise dogs, yes, sir.
So how's that? What's that like? We got you.
It's
why-
been good, which I just started, I guess, in 19, which
No, I'm laughing at that guy. Sorry. You got a fucking goofball.
I had when I was younger, I've always wanted a pit bull, and I always wanted tattoos. Mother was, no, not having any of it. So I always told myself when I moved out, got my own place, I'm getting both. I got a tattoo when I was 18. She tried to scrub it off the next day. Worst pain of my life.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Damn.
You let her try to scrub off your tattoo?
Well,
A day after?
Yeah, I kind of forgot about it. You know, it's fresh. And she kind of gave me that double take and didn't believe me. She thought I was sharp because I'm always jacking around with my mom. So she didn't think it was real. But she likes them now, I guess. She liked my mom tattoo. That Colt. Shout out Colt. Colt.
So the guy that's next to you.
Yeah, so Colt.
We need to
was
get him on
all
here.
done, man. He's done.
Oh, dude, I like that one. I kind of want one
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
he's done them all. Did my mother Mary?
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get something similar like that. I'm obsessed with that skull.
Can I see it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know who said that.
okay.
But wraps around.
Is that a cactus or something?
Yes, sir.
Dude, that's cool. Man, I'm gonna have to steal that idea. That's a cool one.
It's dope.
That is pretty
But-
cool.
Getting back on point now, I guess.
were we talking about?
I don't even remember. Oh, the dog deal.
Dogs.
So then when we moved out, me and my wife, we'd bought one and lucked out and got a pretty good one, but he got parvo, didn't make it very long. And then a friend of mine actually gave me a registered dog. He was really good, had him for about a year, went with me everywhere. They actually had showed him some, and then he had a heart attack or a heat stroke. I don't remember what year that was. And then kind of just got hooked on him and told myself I wanted to get another one. And then I lasted about 8 months. And then I got Lucille, which is my
Can you go
10,
to Instagram?
my 10 female. And I kind of spent some money because I was like, man, if I ever want to breed dogs, I want to get something good. But I'm not really into that right now. And I ended up getting a good one, a decent dog, I guess. She came from California.
You seem like a ethical person. Do you have a limit on how many times you breed the dog, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna do 2 or 3 depending on how the dog takes it. She's up in my highlights. I don't think I have any pictures of her, but she has her own little file. Lucille right there.
So she's only technically had
Oh, I like her color.
one litter.
Yeah, she's had one good litter and
Oh, she's
Is that your son?
one. Yeah, that's Rocco, and that's my daughter. She's been stamping leather.
After you're done, I'm gonna see that stamping.
Dude, they are so adorable. Little Rocco, what is he, 16 months?
I think he's close to 18 now. He's an April baby.
So like
You can do the math.
I've watched this baby literally go up to these fat-headed bullies.
Like, yeah.
And he'll grab their cheeks and literally like pry it open, put food in its mouth, close it back, hit it on the head, and they're just like nothing. I was like, God, that's adorable, but still kind of
He ain't
scary.
nothing but a hound dog.
Yeah, but like those are some that I'd raised. Those two on the end are dogs that I've raised that other people have. That one right there is actually Austin's dog.
Smoke.
Yep.
That's a cool name.
Good one.
Oh
That's your son?
no, sure. That's just a guy that works on that ranch that works at the 4-6s.
Now, are these like good ranch dogs? Is that, or is just people wanted them?
Man, they're just kind of friends, and all these cowboys wanted them, and now like some really good cowboys have bullies. It's kind of funny. Like you wouldn't expect all these cowboys to have high dollar.
I've always wondered.
Dogs.
I've always
They do.
wondered that about like, you know, raising dogs or like you foster them, like who you pick to have them. Like that seems
Yeah.
like
It's
That
going to
would
be a
take
big deal.
that's
Like,
like the
which
scary-
I hadn't got that far yet,
Oh,
but
okay.
like that tan female will live with me forever. But like that black dog, I'll breed her probably 2 or 3 times is what my idea is gonna go. But like my tan female, I bred her once, and then I went to breed her again. Things didn't go my way, and then she didn't take that second breeding too good, and I wasn't gonna do her. And some good friends of mine kind of talked me into it to getting a C-section done, and then fixing her at the same time, and everything will be better. So I'm gonna try that, but she'll be done after this next heat, or after this next litter. I mean,
so there's some science behind all this. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Some big money too. Huh?
big money, big money.
My cousin, he has a corgi.
There's
And
big
he's got
money
2
in those, too.
corgis actually. And he's got like, I guess, how many litters they're gonna have? They're already
Mm-hmm.
fucking pretty much sold.
Man, my neighbor down the road, he breeds French bullies, and those things
Is that
are
what-
wicked.
Is that what Ray has?
Yeah, my boss got one Frenchie for $4,000. A week and a half later, got another Frenchie for $2,000, and then last week she just got another Frenchie. She's obsessed.
My neighbor, he gets 10 grand and has a waiting list. If they hit the ground, they're sold.
God.
That's how I want to be.
So,
but in
like,
the
what's
bully
They're
your-
game.
so cute.
What would
though.
like the cost
Oh
be
my
to? Like,
God.
is there any cost like other than?
Oh
like,
yeah,
like-
I mean like.
Well, you
uh,
got to pay a stud fee.
Yeah, you got to pay well, and it just every deal's different. You know, you have a lot of those stud guys like, I'll let you breed to mine for this much money and a pup back, so I can
okay.
keep stuff going. But I try to do just all stud fees, so I pay you your money and get out of the way and just go on. You know. Then you have co-owner deals where if we split a dog, or if he buys one of my dogs, it's a co-own deal to where the dog you take the dog, you take all expenses, everything. We'll split, like we can pick a stud, we'll split the stud fees and the AI cost, and then I get a pick of the first litter, and then after that she's yours. But I don't have to pay for none of the
Go to
vet
that.
fees, none of
Yeah,
that.
that go to another one to the right.
Compared to how much it costs to, and you don't have to say the price, but like how much it costs to do a stud fee on average. When you get, how many puppies are you selling to get that money back?
It all depends. Like I try. Well, the guys that have showed me the ways that I've learned, you want to get the stud that's coming up, the next big thing. So I mean, you're kind of on Facebook or social media, wherever you find your dogs at, just studying the next big thing, going to dog shows, seeing what's out there, who's putting stuff out there, and you try to get them before their stud fee is huge. You know, like.
So like the dog and market could just change. Like people want this dog one year, and then they might want another dog, another type of dog. Or is there like
It kind of stays. I mean, if you have a good dog, you pretty much got a good dog for a few years.
I'm talking about like the breed. Like, is there like just certain breeds everybody wants, or does it change?
I think it's just what everybody wants.
Oh, okay.
2 Chainz has a French one named Trappy.
That dog's pretty famous, isn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's just hanging out right there.
See, that's what I need. I need a guy to buy one of my bullies that just sends me over the top. Then everybody wants one from me.
If you're
That's all
listening,
it
people,
takes.
there you go.
My oldest brother has a French bully, all black. But that dog's something else. They're characters.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a potential customer that just asked, like, "Don't snip my ears"?
No,
Oh,
I really
yeah,
haven't.
we got
Which
that.
that's kind of what I do to start with, because like Lucy, I got her done in California, which she kind of had a bad break in her ear, so her right ear folds over a little bit. So she has one that sticks up and one that sits over. And I always thought it was because the people that did it out there didn't do a good job, which later I learned that it's just how it, I mean, her ear had a bad break. But my guy over there is really good and it's worth the money, and I get all of them done. Because I don't want to have a dog out there with my name on it that has shitty ears.
Like just normal ears or shitty ears?
Well, a lot of people in this business want their ears done.
Oh, that would make sense.
So
And
if you're gonna,
I don't see the appeal in the ears. I really don't. I don't get it. But you know,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it looks tough.
I think it looks clean.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Shows the definition of their head, their jawline.
I guess this stems from me having a fucking mutt idiot dog, and
I
he's just
mean,
ugly, and I
they're
like that. I like the
beautiful.
ugly dog. I like the ugly dog look.
Well, I mean, yeah, same, obviously.
My little
Everyone.
mutt.
But like boxers like look really nice, pit bulls look really nice, like when they're cropped. But I could never. I don't think I could ever.
Okay, now I can see like the clip.
Yeah. Or it'd be the equivalent to like, I don't know, like a blue heeler not having a dock tail.
But I also have an obsession with dog ears. I like to feel them. I like to feel. I like to play with their ears.
I'm the same way. But now, like, you can feel like the little bumps where they had their stitches, and I just play with those, I guess, now.
but I've heard like there's some breeds that because we've crossbreeded so much to make these weird ass looking dogs, that like the reason they do some of the modifications, rather like their tails or something, it's because it'll actually like cause a problem later.
Yeah.
Like a Yorkie, like the mini Yorkies and stuff, they snip those immediately. My buddy was telling me, because he's had like 2 of them, and he said that it curls so hard when they grow older that it actually creates back problems.
Oh, really?
Because just what we've done by interbreeding and creating those. That's why, like, going back to like the pug thing, I love pugs, but I'm actually going to retract the statement and say, like, dude, I won't ever own one. Like, I almost feel bad because apparently even within 20 years ago, their health is worse and they have a smaller lifespan.
What did that baby one?
We're creating them to have nasal, like stoppage and just bad.
Jen was telling me like the fact that their faces are short, like they have breed. That's just like a common thing with their.
And that's
short
another.
faces.
That's a whole other.
Because apparently, dude, no shit. Like 100 years ago, you look up a pug and it kind of looks different. They're getting worse over time. So people are actually trying to stop the breeding of pugs. Which it's like, you know what? I love y'all so much. I don't want y'all to exist anymore. Like y'all are dying.
I don't know. No, there's another one.
Look at that snout.
Oh yeah, they get them.
Dude, it's a snout.
That looks like a dog. Did you go?
That looks like something you find in the trailer
like
park.
the painting one? Yeah, something like that one. You're on right there.
Like legs have gotten shorter now. Their face has gotten.
He kind of looks like a weasel.
Their tails don't have. They have less fur and they're more curly.
Yeah. But that's kind of like they have different classifications, I guess, in these dogs. Like you have your XLs, your standards, your pockets, which that's what I breed. That's like from 14 to 16 inches tall. Then you have your exotics. And they kind of look like those weird looking
Is it
things.
exotic like a husky corgi mix?
No, I'm talking still about in the bully deal.
And
And they'll be like,
those are ugly dogs.
they'll
by the
be
way.
as big as my dogs, but like this tall, this wide. Like when they go show
Oh,
up
those
to,
are those big
Can you look up
monsters.
ancient-
like they
Let's look
show
up,
them
like,
things and they
ancient,
can't, they
what was
can't even
Mexican
walk them
dog?
around the ring. They have all these little wagons because
like Hulk. Is that who you know? You know that?
Yeah.
Dog?
oh yeah,
I was
see
literally
that's
about to
an
bring that
XL.
one up.
That's a huge dog.
I like these dogs right here. These little. I don't know what they are. I seen a picture of them the other day.
Bro, that's the
They're
Mexican
like a
hairless dog.
Yeah, they're like an ancient. Well, Instagram sold me because somebody's like, "Look at this ancient Mexican dog."
It's not that ancient. So I heard that these are the dogs that people get weirded out about and think are the chupacabra. You run around like if you're going.
I'm gonna wait for Jen to get back before we start talking about spooky shit. But I just had to put that out there. Right, the ancient Aztec breed. That's what I saw. Like that does look a little bit more. You know, that
Those look like the Egyptian
like pharaoh dog.
creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the hyenas.
I like that. I want one of those.
That shit looks tough. I couldn't do a hairless dog, dude.
I want a hairless cat. Look that up. A hairless cat. That motherfucker.
You want a
looks-
hairless cat?
Dude, yes I
Fuck
do.
no.
Dude, those things are so cool.
I don't even like cats as it is, and no.
Like hairless cats.
Yes, please. Hurry up. No, I'm just kidding.
Aliens.
I love those. I love them. I'm sorry.
That looks like
The little pink ones. I'm a cat guy too, so I like cats.
Sorry, there's a delay.
Oh God. I got my little dogs tattooed on me.
I guess if you're allergic,
I'm getting mine 2 weeks.
Nice.
Getting Lucille right here.
I should have did like a more detailed one, but I kind of like that one.
I got my boy Portrait. I got him thick as fuck on my thigh. That's a
I'm not gonna lie, that was heavily influenced on mine. My decision.
yeah, dude. I love it.
I always said I wouldn't get like a religious tattoo, but that's kind of what this is. St. Francis. And then the 2 dogs. I was like, that's about as much as I'll go with. I like my little dog. That's the little mutt. He's a fucking bastard. Jen, would you ever get a hairless cat?
Yep. They're pretty, but they're like high maintenance, aren't they?
Yeah, you gotta like rub their skin and shit. And
I'm a hairless cat.
You gotta rub their.
their oil, like their
No,
skin,
like,
like it's like less
they can
oily,
Get, like,
dry,
they
real
get
quick.
like eczema. They get.
Yeah.
They're like prone to acne.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Just popping pimples on this
You
stupid
had to
cat.
put. You had to put sunscreen on them.
Yeah, that's how I get blisters and skin chips coming off.
So like, you being out there in the wilderness of Texas, where else do you go? Like New Mexico, Texas.
I
Oklahoma?
try to stay out of New Mexico.
Good idea.
Yeah. Nothing good ever happens there.
What about so just Texas? I'm only
Yeah.
asking because do you have any stories of like weird shit happening, like paranormal, chupacabra? I don't know, Bigfoot,
No.
skinwalker.
Y'all got me on this earlier when I was listening to the podcast from the other day, the Halloween one. I had to start sewing and
It spooked you up?
Oh yeah,
Dude, his
Spooky
story
stuff.
was fucking
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Spooky stuff terrifies me.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Which I'm
say y'all do
I'm
have a
paranoid.
weakness.
I'm paranoid as it is. So like we'll start talking about this and then like just the house will crack. I'm like,
No, don't worry. We closed
that?
the garage, so we're good.
what already came in? You know?
I don't know.
Not a fan of the spooky.
Damn it, I thought you were. Fuck.
No.
Dude, it's weird that I only have one story, but that story,
That's like the
like it
ultimate
just
story.
kept going and going. I was like, dude, this is a weird one. It is a weird one.
And I don't think I would put like that much into it to know what was actually
Well, that's why I'm
happening.
asking you, though, because you see, if you're just out there, you might just see something.
And like I said, which I work by myself all the time.
Yeah.
So you figure I would know
Yeah.
something, but no cool stories.
No, none of them weird men tell you things or anything.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
They're all full of shit. You can't believe them anyways.
I mean,
I've heard New
That's how
Mexico's
I feel.
pretty creepy though. Like out there in the.
where?
There's a different
That's
vibe.
where them skinwalkers are, man. I'm fucking telling you.
I lived in Clovis for a year.
Can you
and
go to
it
the
wasn't
messages
much
with,
fun.
Go to the messages with Jen. So we were out at we went to the corn maze last night, and it was actually kind of spooky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we were like one of the few people out there. It's Halloween.
You got kind of scared,
Yeah.
like towards the.
I did get scared. Go back down.
The one out by Shallow Water?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Right
they
there,
did a
look at
lot
this.
to it.
So this literally pops up today after we're talking about skinwalkers. So it's like I don't know. I'm obsessed with them right now. Skinwalkers. There's some creepy things, man.
The eyes.
Look at those emojis.
So it's short, but like my friend was telling me about New Mexico, that he had a flat tire out in the middle of nowhere between Gallup and wherever. So it's like in the deep woods.
Yeah.
And they had a flat tire, and they're the only ones out there. And it's 3 a.m. in New Mexico. It's not like Texas where there's a town every 10 miles.
Yeah.
Well, he was saying that when I was changing the tire, I swear that it sounded like kids having recess from like way far away. And it was like 3 a.m. in the morning. I mean,
Dude, and what's crazy, even like during the day, you can go to a small town, there's still nobody there.
Yeah.
We went to Hobbs the other day to pick up a playset for my daughter. Nothing was open. Nothing.
Well, they're kind of on lockdown right now, a little bit, aren't they?
I have
They're
no
little,
idea.
you gotta wear a mask when you're over there.
I think, okay, so if I can step my foot into like stop being so skeptical, I think a lot of those stories might come from like New Mexico being so heavily prevalent with like native culture
That's what
and
I'm saying.
indigenous
Yeah.
people. I think there were so many just like because they were such spiritual people, still are. And I mean, if that still can relate, like them dying off in the woods in the middle of nowhere, you know what I mean? Little nomads just traveling.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you were like in Comanches and stuff, like you never had a home, you never really settled. All you wanted to do was just go. I mean, shit, you're probably, you know what I
Are
mean?
you saying they're still wandering out there?
I mean, maybe.
Well,
believe it.
because I'm saying, like, if you're out there alone, your imagination might run fucking wild.
Oh, dude,
You know,
like,
and you're just
Well, that's what
open
it
to
is
that.
too. When you don't
And you're-
have anyone, like if you're your only, you will manifest stuff. I do believe that we can manifest shit. Like it's not real, but it's real for you. Does that make sense?
Well, how like the natives? I mean, they were tripping on peyote. There's no telling what they.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I believe-
well, you know all the people that like run off back then. Like when Austin was living in Tucumcari, he had an old dugout on his camp of that's his section of that ranch. I forgot whose it was, but I mean, you're just riding along and you get back in this little canyon and you don't think nothing's back there, and you're riding up this way and then you look back, there's this hole in the side of this bluff, I guess. You know, I don't know what they call it over there. And you walk in there, the mattress is still in there. It's still black for where they had the fire. And this, this is all 1800 type
Yeah.
stuff. And I mean, I guarantee there's still some people out there using stuff like that. Guarantee it.
some of them hills have eyes, people.
Dude. Dude.
Hey, that's New Mexico.
Now, see, hear me out. Like shit like that. Oh, that's good.
I mean, even like, when you, like I know it's
that's
like,
real people.
I know it's
God,
weird. Like you go out to
no.
shallow water towards the corner, like at night, like it still looks old, and it's like
And there's
you
not
could-
a single
you
light
could
on
probably
out
just
there.
be chilling out there for like a whole lifetime, and nobody would know.
Because what was the idea? There was like a small town that was around like a nuclear plant, right? And then those people got infected.
Well, they
and just-
tested a nuke, and it made them all fucking.
Yeah.
And then
just all warped.
they hated people. So when the people came, they ate them. So
They
you're talking about-
literally, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Like that is so much more believable, so much more creepy, and I'm like, oh god, just cannibals living around. I mean, because there's still like small villages and stuff all around the world that
Scared
still
me.
practicing cannibalism, don't they?
I don't know. Who knows?
Like I'm pretty sure there's like weird villages in like Africa and stuff. Like they get on
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like,
Those Amazon tribes are untouched by humans.
Oh,
I mean, by
yeah.
by anybody but them.
wasn't there a story of a dude who tried to go spread the good Lord? Like
That was
word?
in the Sinhalese. That's over there in off India. There's an island
and they
that-
just butchered
that
that
like
boy.
it's illegal to go there. Like those people have been there for thousands of years, and
this-
he went to go. He thought he was going to go spread the word, and I think they killed him with an arrow. They fucking
Damn.
like, and then but they were all upset because he has like, Western diseases, and they were like scared these people were going to get wiped out from those. That's
Yeah,
why
like,
you're not
that's
allowed
the
to go.
main-
That's why
yeah.
you're not allowed to go contact with him because you'll kill them all. But they killed him and they destroyed his ass.
There it is.
Uh-oh. What is this?
That's that dugout I was telling you about.
Oh shit.
Like the stove from where like they cooked and had heat is still in there.
I saw something like that on Twitter the other day. They found like an old bank robber's little hideout, and he had like money and guns.
Shit, that's tough.
It was in Arizona.
I would like to go out there for a little bit. Which
That's my brother.
we went to Vegas twice for a big rodeo out there, and I slept both times going through. My brother's like, go ahead and get you a nap because you're driving a little bit. Woke up, we was in Vegas. We left, he's like, same thing, get you a nap. Went to sleep, woke up, we was at the house.
Dude, we need to plan a trip like that where we go just where there's nothing. I think that'd be
love
fun.
That. I would love
Somewhere
that
like in
so
that area?
much. Yeah. I'm down.
Bring us some ammunition, and that's it, because I don't fucking trust those people. And then let's see what's up, man. Get you some weed. You probably make contact with those people. Who knows? I don't know, man.
Dude, it's cool in like east and southern Texas. Like it's not technically the middle of nowhere, but like if you go, there's I stayed in this Airbnb, so naturally I'm just like Airbnbs, like these just houses right in town. Well, this girl had a ranch that you could do like an Airbnb on, and she paved it nice, had small lights and nothing but a rock paved like road in the middle of nowhere, and you could just park. Had a perfect platform to where you can't, but that's a cool way to do it too if you don't want. But that was out in Big Bend, and
Dude,
there's,
it's cool over there. Talking about stuff like that, and you're talking about running across weird stuff. Back in
94.
earlier this year, I went with Gar to Alpine. We had to work up there, and there's a plane that had crashed into the side of the mountain there. I forgot what those mountains are called over there, but the plane.
Guadalupe?
No,
No.
that's around Salt Flat, I think.
Oh.
But I don't remember what these were. But the plane's still there. Like all the cowboys that go and work this place, they'll hike up there and write their name on the wing
Oh shit.
or something. And then like you come around another little bluff, and there's I can't remember what it was, but there's a big cross and there's a shadow box there. There were some goat herders that lived there or something like that. There's a shadow box with stuff still in there. It's crazy.
It's out there, people.
Yeah.
Another thing about being out there, though, is you gotta worry about them damn cartel people, man. They're all out there.
Yep.
Fucking, they'll really kill your ass.
I'm more worried about the mountain lions.
Have you seen some?
Nope. There was one time in Snyder, I was helping a guy catch a bull that run over the neighbor's place, and we got like half a mile from this
Hey, go
line.
to YouTube and go to a mountain lion scream, please.
And both of our horses just like freaked out, wouldn't go, wouldn't do nothing. And the closer we got, there was a mountain lion in a cage about as big as this.
In a cage?
In a cage. Dude, I swear from...
Why was he in?
I don't know.
No,
So someone just captured it.
Yeah,
probably.
had
Gotta
to.
go to that one right there.
Holy shit.
Have you ever heard them scream?
No.
They're called swamp screamers. I didn't know this. In Florida, they call them swamp screamers.
Mountain lions?
Yeah, dude. Watch, you'll hear.
It sounds ugly.
Of course, it's fucking.
It's lagging.
The ghost doesn't want us to see it.
Dude, can y'all hear it?
No, you'll be able to hear it on this.
Don't turn it up.
Well, I didn't know like they live in Florida and they call them swamp screamers. They sound like witches, dude.
Shoot, they live around here.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was familiar with that. I didn't know they were as far as like that. And like
Florida.
that's another area. I want to go to the swamp, man. That'd be cool. Like fucking.
I want to go bow fishing.
Me too.
Louisiana.
My dad actually was telling me about getting a tag to hunt alligators.
That'd be fun, too.
That would be fun.
At least once.
Disconnected.
Damn it.
No, I don't deal with water creatures at all. I'm not going to be near one. I don't need to look at it. I don't
You
wanna
wouldn't go
hunt
in
it.
like a tank with the shark?
Nope. No reason. I don't even like the ocean. I hate the ocean.
Don't like the ocean.
I like rivers and lakes.
I mean, there's still things in those
Just water that other people pee in.
I'm good with it.
where everybody dumps their trash and their.
Dude, like my favorite thing is like going down to the Frio, cold as shit on a hot day. You're just hanging out. Dude, I
You ever
love
drink
that.
Frio
I wanna do
River?
that,
I mean,
too.
a Frio beer.
I want to float the river.
That's fun. We do
I've
that
never
every,
done
we
that.
do
I
that
wanna
every
do
year,
that.
man. That's one of my favorite things to do.
It's so fun.
There's a beer. It's called Frio. It's like $18 for a 30
Oh,
pack.
I've seen
it's,
yes.
it's like
Frio.
water.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, but
But dude, yeah, out there, especially on the Frio though, like it's crazy. You can see all the way down because it's moving so fast. That's why I mean it's so cold. Like you're on say you're on a canoe or something. You look down, you're seeing 20 foot. Like, and it's crazy. You're in a river, so you're seeing nothing but like the rocks. You're seeing fallen trees. You're seeing little.
Have you ever
fish
been to the
coming out.
Devil's River?
what is that?
No,
Where's
but I
that?
want to go.
I don't even remember where it's at.
Is it hot?
Yes.
Is it really?
But it's clear like that, like they say. I want to go bad.
Where's that at?
the Devil's River.
By Del Rio, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Yep.
I love Del Rio, kinda.
But it's all
Kinda.
closed. Like, from what I've heard nowadays, it's all closed off. Like, you have to own a piece of property to get in there. But before it was open and you could do it. But, like, you can get in anywhere. Like, if you just sneak in there, and then once you're on the river, you can do whatever you want.
That's one of the unfortunate things about Texas. It's all private. You got to be careful,
Love
man.
private stuff.
You would know that, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all. You got to get permission and shit.
Yep. That's the cool thing about working these ranches and stuff, because I get to see stuff that nobody ever gets to see.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think
You're
about
just
that.
out there.
Yeah. Just you, your horse, and God.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I wish I had a horse. I want to ride horses.
I'll sell you
somewhere. Where the fuck am I gonna keep them?
In here.
One day.
Keep 'em in my house.
One day I'll hit you up.
Buy a horse and keep it over there.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to do that then.
Have you ever seen
I got
those
more than
horses?
one.
There's they're like grandfathered in. They have horses like on 19th Street.
Oh, yeah.
Right off Slide. They little bitty piece of land right there, and there's still some horses in there. I guess they're.
There's some on Upland by your house.
Mm-hmm. There is. There's some. There's a lot. There's like a whole clan of small little. It's not ranch. What? How would you?
Where?
There's just a
Woodrow?
neighborhood. No, it's off of 82nd and like Avenue U.
And
Oh, yeah.
we were just out there. I was just
Dude, there's a
literally
whole
today
slew
seeing
of
that.
them. Every neighbor has, 3 or 4, and there's like every bit of 10 houses out there, and they all have them.
You can throw a rock and hit a horse over there.
Dude, seriously, yeah.
How long have you been riding horses? Your whole life?
Since I was little.
Damn. That's one thing I wish I could have done. Like, been around that.
Come to
Just
the house.
never-
We'll get you on a horse.
There we go again.
Do you think it would be riding a bike for me? Because I mean, it's been years, but I used to ride them all the time when I was younger. But
Not at all.
it's gonna be tough. Back's gonna hurt, butt's gonna hurt.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, I'm not used to riding it. You know, you got to go with the flow. You can't just bounce. Unless you bounce. You just bounce.
I just go.
Just
Get
go.
on and go.
Have you gone like super fast in one?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, man, I don't know.
I mean, you have to. It's a
I don't
dead-ass
know, like,
sprint when you rode.
When I moved back from New Mexico, that's what I did is I started colts, which you get them ready to ride, a lot of them, and run off. The guy I was helping that time, he was right. That's the first time I actually had a horse run off where you couldn't do nothing. He's just running. And that guy was next to me, and I was like, what do I do? He's like, hell, you can only ride him as fast as he wants to go. It's like, fair enough, man. And
I know it's taboo here, but if you ever had the chance, would you eat a horse? Like, I know they eat them in other places.
man, yes, I'd have to try it. But I've heard the cheek is like what you want to eat is the cheek. But it's all like in Europe.
Yeah, that's
what
I
I've
mean.
heard.
That's what I've heard. I think some South American countries.
Yeah. But I've never heard of anybody eating nothing but the cheek.
Oh, okay. Would you try it?
I mean, if it was offered, why not? You know, but yeah, I can only see that. I mean, what do you think it is? Just because they've developed as companions and more of like a tool and a.
I would probably assume so.
What are you doing?
And like the
You're not on. You go back to
See if I
YouTube.
can find
they're
on
more
YouTube,
they're
man.
more of I guess you would call it like a grazing animal. They don't stay in one spot and eat. So like their muscles would be harder. They wouldn't be as tender and stuff like that. Yeah. So like they would cover more country than necessarily like a cow would.
Right. Okay.
So, but I'm sure it's like anything. If you cook it good, it's good.
I don't know if you're familiar with Steven Ranella.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The meat eater.
They actually have a series where they eat things that are like people don't really eat.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had coyote.
Yep.
They ate coyote. I don't know.
That's the only thing I hadn't tried. I run a feed yard back in 2013 in Friona, Texas. And those guys over there would eat it all the time. I was never that brave to eat that.
Would you eat it?
I don't know if it was offered.
It's not like I'm gonna go look for it, but
Yeah,
if
of
the
course.
opportunity randomly struck, where it's like, hey, you want to try this?
And I think there's a certain time of year I'd probably want to eat it too.
Christmas on Christmas Day.
I would assume-
with eggnog and whiskey.
I would assume colder weather, to where they're eating more. You know, they're a little healthier looking animals. Wouldn't want one hot and mangy and
Those are the chupacabras.
Chupacabras.
The mangy ones. Man, this video won't fucking load, will it?
Yeah, every time I do the video, it malfunctions.
Well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I'll be damned. Can I have another beer, please?
Yeah,
I guess I'll
absolutely.
take one more. Again, thank you for coming, man. I appreciate this.
I'm glad you had me.
We'll
Like I
get
said,
there.
I was pretty nervous to show up. This is definitely out of my element.
That's awesome. I love it.
I'm here.
Yeah,
Here.
it's fun to get out of your element sometimes.
Yeah, we just got to hang out more though outside of this, to where if I get to come back, it's not as awkward.
Dude, you did. I thought your
I don't think it's awkward.
Well, I mean, I feel awkward.
I want to go and
your
I
education.
want to go live the cowboy life for a little bit.
We got to do that
Dude, that'd be fun.
for real.
Try to
That'd be
fucking,
fun.
fucking shoe a horse or something. I don't fucking know.
We can shoe them, ride them, fall off of them all in the same day.
Dude, let's do it. We'll have a rugged ass day. Put your damn boots on, and we'll go chill with him, and he'll just like let us ride horses and watch him shoe and shit.
Yeah.
Drink some whiskey.
Dude,
Smoke some cigars.
now we're on.
You had me on one of the two.
Maybe not the whiskey.
You drink whiskey? I should have
drink
brought
some
some.
whiskey.
Fuck, I should have brought. I wasn't gonna drink today, but whatever. That was like last Monday. I wasn't gonna drink last Monday, but I fucking
Yeah,
drank
we had
last.
6 apiece.
Dude, that was a long podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesus
I
Christ.
had
that
this-
one was tough.
I had this strategy where like I take my son with me. Like we show up to their anniversary party, and great, like I said, my son's 16 months. Everybody's 30. He shows up with a bottle of tequila. Like I don't show up empty-handed anywhere I go. So I take this bottle, like, hey, happy anniversary. Here's this. Like, hey, let's take some shots. Can't, man. Got my kid. Can't do that. I mean, like 4 or 5 times. Hey, let's do this. Can't. Got my kid. So,
You just told your secret to the world, man.
oh, hell.
Uh-oh. Child abduction in Glen Heights, Texas.
I guess I
Victim is
turned off those
14.
notifications.
Yeah, I got it too.
Did you get it?
I have my turn on.
Stevie Johnson, who was last seen wearing a gray jacket, blue jeans, and Air Force Ones.
Hopefully he gets found.
I'll find him.
Can I see that dip, please? I need one more.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything for you, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
Got it for you. It's that sweetness. It's that
I'm
straight.
not much of a fan of the sweet like this one, but you know,
Yeah, I was
if
just
it's there,
trying
it's
it
there.
out.
Dude, y'all are just tougher than me, dude.
No, I guarantee you, no.
I could never get over the
You've been
room
mule
spinning
kicked.
part. Got me there.
You've been mule kicked. You're tougher.
But the room spinning part, never could get over it.
Shit, that stopped in high school.
I tried it in high school.
I wish I could spin. That would be fun.
I know like to do it all over again, just like have no tolerance, and then it's my first dip. It's like crack. You'll never get that.
Dude,
that
I remember-
first buzz.
Not the first time, but like the longest time. It was in my brother's truck. Had it in there. He's like, "You doing good?" Doing good. We'd go another couple miles. Are you good? Like it went from talking regular to whispering to no words. Then it was like, just get me to the house. Get in the house. I'm sitting in the recliner. A room spinning.
God, I wish that would happen to me.
All
Dude,
of a
yeah, the
sudden.
first dip, it literally feels crossfaded. Like you just, like you smoke the biggest hit, like after you're just
You wanna-
absolutely
you wanna spin?
slaughtered.
Get you a little some spin.
Go ahead and come on, get a little.
But ever since that day, I don't mess with
I
it.
remember like one of the first few times I dipped on the bus, and I didn't think we were gonna go. Coach was like, "You don't do anything. Let's go practice." And I had to take fly balls because I was an outfielder, and I was just like, "This is not working out, man." I couldn't catch the damn ball, man. I was like, I didn't time it right. That was back when I was like really buzzing. I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah. I get like the beef
Yeah.
jerky cans. I have them in my pocket so I can get the ring, you know?
Dude,
Be
I
a real
was
cowboy.
such a big dipper for so long, dude. Like baseball and stuff, every day. My coaches didn't know until literally the last game, like one of the last games of my senior year. I saw my coach putting one in, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a Grizzly man." And he goes, "Like you would know any of that?" And me, just not thinking about it, I was like, and I pulled my lip. I was like, "Duh," thinking like I'm telling him like, "Yeah, dude,"
He
you know,
was
that's
mad
how I
with
knew.
me.
And he was like, "Don't fucking show me."
I remember one
He
time.
was like, "I'm not even. You're not supposed to do it."
I remember
What do you-
one time we had a sub, so I was like, all right, I'll dip in class. Fuck it. We have a sub. And fucking baseball coach was the sub. And he was like, really? He's like, go spit that out. I was like, damn it. What a waste.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Well, I just got used to it, like, cause like obviously you kind of have that pocket, right? Like I'm always like I'll literally just wipe it with my tongue all the way to the back, so like you can't see anything.
I know
like,
some people can't touch it with their tongue. Like it's just like they don't.
dude. I
they're
can
like-
play with it right now in my
I
mouth.
could probably
shove
swallow.
out
I
and
could
put
probably
back
swallow
in.
it. If we're being honest, I could probably swallow it.
I have accidentally. I'm not really accidentally. I almost had to. Like it was a rough time. It was
Sometimes
one of
y'all
those
just
where
tee 'em up so
I was
good.
in public and I thought, oh, I'm going into Home Depot. I've got one in, but I'm just getting one thing and then going out. And of course, never fails. I fucking know someone everywhere I go. And then it was like some older folks that was friends with my parents, and I just had to talk to them. And I was like, but the more I talk, the more it came. And then they started like looking at me awkward because you kind of talk like this because you got a little bit. And then I just hook it. Gutted the whole thing. I was like, you know, life is fine. Yeah, life is good. Everything's
Dude, that's the worst thing ever.
Sounds awful.
Swallowing that stuff. Like,
I mean, dude, you grow up, you're gonna have to. Like, I haven't done it in ages.
I'm not gonna
but-
lie. Like there was a desperation point where I'm like, I need a buzz. Like, I was putting it in the top. I was putting it at the bottom.
Oh,
so I was like, you
dude.
know what? I'll fucking swallow this to see if it gives me a buzz. And I mean,
oh,
think I
I'm
just
talking
had-
about like swallowing it out of the can. Like,
oh, when you
yeah.
accidentally drink
Spitting
it.
it.
Never
Yeah.
did that. Never.
Oh,
Thank
it
God,
is-
never did that.
Dude, I did
Terrible.
one of the worst times sophomore year of high school. I was with my cousin Roddy, and we were playing baseball, and we had just got into his Jeep to like take off to the house. And we're just jamming, listening to music. I'm drinking my water and spitting, drinking my water, and he happens to just put his down.
Oh.
Well, I'm so used to grabbing it, I didn't realize that I just put it in my like between my legs in the passenger seat, and I just went for the water,
Oh.
and I went. I mean, a big gulp, but just pull over, dude, pull over. And he was like, "Oh, dude, oh man, oh."
Dude, I've done it with
fucking
snuff and like cigarette ash. Like my mom, like sitting at the computer growing up, we had one computers back before they had social media on phones and stuff, and she'd always flick her ash and a Dr. Pepper can or something. And I, like he said, to pick up the wrong one, get a mouthful of ash. Terrible.
I guess one of the memories I have as a child, a tiny child, swallowing my dad's dip. That's the only time, but
Ew.
I was like a baby, but I never. So, I mean, sometimes I'd like to swallow like my own spit just to see if I get that buzz in. Or
I just
it doesn't work.
I mean, like, honestly, it doesn't bother me. I don't mind it, but the reason I really don't swallow it, I like the oral fixation, like people chewing seeds. And
Yep.
like, that's where it comes from for me. Like, you'll find me biting my nails or biting my mustache hairs off and stuff. And that's when I know I'm like, shit, I need a dip. Like, honestly. But that's how I've been as a kid. I mean, when I started, it's a horrible habit. Don't get me wrong.
It is.
But, like, doing that to stop biting my nails for a little bit. But then I'll catch myself, like, what the fuck? I'm so agitated. It's like, damn, that nicotine really gets you. And I'll just, like, bite off my hair, bite off my nails, dude. I don't know. It's bad.
That's like Austin. When he doesn't have snuff, he starts doing stuff like that. I'm like, dude, do you know people can see you? Like, people can see you freaking out. Like, be normal for a little bit.
Oh, he does. He gets all
Yeah.
jittery with
I
his
grew up around
hands.
that, like my dad and the oil field workers and baseball players. I seen like them like it's like a crack addict. They get all
Yeah.
itchy and then they're like,
dude.
the worst one I've seen is where they'll dip and then they'll recycle their dip. They'll put it back in and
Yes.
fucking take
Yeah.
it. Oh god, that's when I was like,
Gross.
I don't go. I'm not. Hopefully, I never get to that point because
Right.
Well, and my brother and my dad, they've been dipping so long, like, they can eat with the dip. I don't see, like, he'll put one in the morning.
That's
like,
what my dad is. I'm pretty
all
sure he
day.
sleeps with one in.
I was like, how do you do that?
Dude, I've done it a couple of times. Especially like naps or whatever, or if you're watching a movie or something and then you wake up, you're like, oh, fuck. Like, your mouth is all freaking raw because you've had it in for like 2 hours, just
And then-
zooted out.
I'll get around some of those guys that, like, if we get in the pickup, like, they'll put one in, like, pull up to the restaurant or something 15 minutes down the road and they take it out and you're like, dude, you saved that? Like, you didn't even have it in long enough. And I don't even dip. Like, don't waste that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's how
I
Roddy
lifted
is.
my brother and my dad. I'm like, pussy.
That's how, like, my cousin, like, he literally had every morning when he wakes up, he puts, like, before he brushes his teeth or anything, he has it on his bedside and he'll put one in and before he puts his feet on the ground. And then he goes and gets ready. And then the last thing he does before he leaves the house is brush his teeth. So he's already ready. House is in order. I'm dressed. Got my shit for work. All right. And then takes it out, brushes his teeth, and then leaves. But then he puts one in the car on his way to work. Like, he's got to have two before he even starts the day.
It's a nasty habit, kids.
See,
don't do it.
I try to do mine where I'm like, okay, I've got it. So here recently, I've been just slowing down to wing off. Like, I would easily rather wing off than quit. I'm not that hard. I'm not that tough. There's no reason to fucking do that. There's more nicotine in
I've actually heard like legit people who's like with like doctors and shit saying like you're not supposed to do that at all with anything.
Right.
You got to wing it off. You can't really just.
Well, you'll
quit.
come back tenfold for sure, but then even worse. But the thing is like nicotine addiction, like the withdrawals from nicotine, dude, it actually depresses you. Like I've seen people quit cigarettes and dip, but mainly dip because there's more nicotine in dip than there is a cigarette. But there's more shit in cigarettes. Does that make sense? But dude, people that quit dip, like you'll see them like, dude, they'll grab a blanket and they'll just be on the couch for like 2 days. Like, cause the first week is the easiest. And then the second week is when shit starts kicking in and you're like, I'm just itchy, but that's fine.
That's what I found with alcohol.
The third week of not doing it, cause I quit for 1.5 years one time. So technically I didn't quit, but you know what I mean? I took
You stopped.
I took
Took a
a
break.
break. I took a 1.5 year hiatus. But once dude, that third week, dude, I was legit sad. Like I was starting to, but I didn't realize it was that. Like it was actually like I was like, what the fuck?
That makes me think. You gave me. That's why I probably threw up on Friday because you gave me. I was smoking.
You asked me, yeah.
I
You're
know,
like,
I know,
you got
I did.
dipped, don't you? I was like, duh.
I was
bought it
drunk
for
and I was
you.
smoking a cigar and then I took a dip and I was like, oh man, I gotta throw up.
None of that was a good combination.
It was
That'll
like 10
rush
o'clock.
you.
It was barely even 10 o'clock and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, but sometimes you gotta get out of the way.
I'm glad I did it. I'll tell you that because if I didn't, it would have been a different. I'd have been
Okay.
dead.
This,
I'd have been on that couch asleep. What a night that was a good night.
I'm so happy about it. I can't wait for the next one y'all throw.
That's what I'm saying.
You were so cute with your little robe, and he was just dancing by himself.
He was. Dude, y'all should just have like a straight up just like a foo, like just that, where we just have a party like bi-yearly, like twice a year.
That's what I'm thinking, because like the fun in it also is that it's not every month. You know, I think some of the events that happen, they happen too often, and it kind of
That's
takes
fair.
the fun away.
Yeah, because when it starts becoming regular and stuff, like it feels like a happy moment.
Because
Like,
believe me, I wish you would do it again. We gotta wait till February.
what's in February? Oh yeah, you were telling me what is happening in February.
The same thing.
The laugh now, cry later. That's what I want to call it. So it's the
Laugh.
same thing, but it's like a Valentine party.
Themed up.
All black or solid red.
Solid red.
I could get nasty at wearing red and black.
You can wear that jacket you stole from me.
Chill out.
Uh-oh.
It was a. You gave it to me at a good time.
You're desperate.
I was desperate.
There's my baby fool.
Don't let me wear anything.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Now I'm jealous and kind of want a belly tap.
Dude, that's what
Good luck.
it's at. The belly.
Good luck.
Do you have yours done?
I'm right here. Not the belly, but it's like right above.
Dude, that stomach was fucking gnarly.
I did the upper ab, and I was like,
What was worse, stomach or knee?
That's so I'm gonna say the actual pain was the knee.
oh god.
But the kneecap, but the stomach itself is just because it took long. I mean, it literally rainbows from like the inner, like right where I mean, honestly, like me sitting down, it's probably like rolled like right by my pant line. And it literally goes all across like rainbow style, just as mestizo, which is a mixed breed. And that was fucking miserable. Like just right when he started railing in, he had to start on like the hip bone, like over here and going. I was like, oh, no. I was like, hold on, let me breathe. I don't think I was ready.
I had to do mine in 2 sessions. I couldn't do it.
Really?
I couldn't do it, man.
Dude, it was tough, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I felt like I built some character.
Oh yeah.
Like I purged some demons that day, and for some reason, everything else, like my chest, shit, I've had my chest unfinished for like 6 years. But then after that, I was like, dude, do my chest. I'm just curious, dude. We wrecked through the entire thing, all blacked out, and I was just like, that was fine. For some reason, literally getting my stomach done made me have a bit better pain.
That's how I
tolerance.
feel about my elbow. My elbow sucked.
Dude, the elbow was miserable.
But like after that, I'm like, it's not that bad.
That's kind of like my philosophy. I'm not covered, but I'm like, if you can do like those areas, then you'll know you can be covered in tattoos.
But I feel like the trough is going to be a whole lot worse than the elbow.
I kind of got a
Yeah,
little bit of
that-
it.
Which is a.
That's not fun. That's not fun at all.
Yeah.
It's just a different pain though,
That's
because
like it's more of like burn sting.
Yeah.
see, because you got the elbow done first, you're gonna realize it hurts. It's just a different pain, but it's not near as bad as the elbow, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, right on the elbow, and then those weird nerves around, and this thin skin. I mean, that's thin, but you're always moving it. It's tight. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? With your bicep and forearms, and you're always using your hands every day. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you're shoeing horses. Like,
Yeah.
you got some muscle under there. Like, if it's tight, like, you're gonna be fine. Honestly, but the tummy and knee, I do not recommend. That's absolutely miserable.
We're far away from my legs right now.
I don't know that she got the knee and my mom did. I'm like, I gotta do it.
You got
just
the
gotta
knee.
do it.
I do, yeah.
How was that?
Miserable. It humbled me.
Humbled you.
Yeah, I went in just being like, fuck it.
It's a tattoo.
Tattoos, they suck. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna look so sick. And I went to Bambi, and man, like she placed it, and she was like, "You're fucking crazy." And
That's
then,
the worst thing to hear from a guy.
Yeah, when you got your own
like
tattoo
you do this for a
artist.
living and it still sucks.
Yeah, and then she was like, "All right, you ready?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, go ahead." And I was putting my earphones on, and she started, and I like fucking dropped it, and I was like I was like shaking, and I was like, "Hold on, I need to put my earphones on." And she was like, "I'm ready to go, dude. This is gonna suck, dude. It's gonna suck for you." And like I was like, "Just hold on," and like I did it, and like she lined me in like 30 minutes, and she was like, "Do you want to stop? Because I know like it really hurts. I know it hurts." And I was like, no, do shading. And she's like, okay. So she knocked it out in 30. And then she was like, we can do color. but I know it hurts because, like, dude, you're fucking crazy. It's big. And I was like, so we did most of the color, and then I went back for a 20-minute session.
I'd rather get branded.
That was
do
embarrassing.
these
Get it over with.
I'd rather just get branded.
See, I mean, yeah, I would rather get branded than ever do my knee. Like my other knee will not get touched. I might do like something small around there that looks like I have something done, but they're going to be so quick that it's just, oh, okay, muscle through it. But the actual kneecap will never, ever get touched again.
See, that's
But
how I
just
felt
think
about my
I'll
elbow.
I think I'll get my other knee.
Are you serious?
Yes,
You're
but,
crazy.
But I would be willing to purchase like numbing cream for that.
Totally
I don't
recommend it.
believe in numbing cream.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I've earned it yet.
I wouldn't believe it, but like after feeling that just like fully, no. Like I will invest in a very, very good numbing cream.
Me and Colt had that conversation the other day about numbing cream or like lidocaine.
You deserve it. You got to deserve it.
I feel like you got to earn it.
I don't know, man. To each their own, but I think if you're just gonna do it, just do it.
Yeah.
Just. I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference.
Yeah. I think it's like
I'll tell you this, I've used it once, and it was on my thigh. And what happened is it took about 30 minutes of nothing. But what sucks is that you don't feel anything other than it feels like someone's just going across your skin. So I was like,
But then after,
this is cool. Well, what sucks is it wore off. I still had about 2 hours left. I mean, it was almost a 3-hour tattoo. Your body's still producing the endorphins and like the adrenaline to like try to immediately like, hey, this motherfucker's getting cut. So it rushes down there, and that's how you get that numbing stage where you're like, okay, it hurts, but you're just flowing through it. Well, dude, like a quarter of the outline was done. I felt like on the big ass, like my Barker piece, it's just a portrait of my dog. So we had to do real fine lines and different stuff, you know, to go around there. And I felt like half of it was done, and I was like, that was cake. But right when he started again on the other half, I was like, it felt like it was worse because my body's already going. So when the numbing's gone, you're at the pain where it should have been.
It's already tender then.
So it's like, if you're going to do numbing cream, you better hope it's a small tat so you don't feel anything. Because once it's big, you're like, oh, fuck, dude, it's there. And then so the ear of it is actually the ear of my dog is like towards the inside of my thigh. And that one, I was like, oh. I was just like biting my knuckles. That one was tough. That part was nasty. With the knee.
so the thigh kind of hurts.
So what's crazy is there's literally like a line, like draw it right in the middle of your kneecap up towards your thigh, and everything towards the outside was cake. Now a little bit on the inside was fine, but once it starts getting into like, it literally feels like that much of a difference. You're like, cake, really bad. Like there wasn't like a fluid thing just because I guess the insides, especially like my thighs, like just thinner skin. Even pinching myself back here, I like feel it. Like I'm like, all right, but just right here, just
It's
a little
the same
pinch,
way
you're
with
like,
the arm, though. I feel like on top versus the bottom, you know.
Yeah,
I feel
like the bottom of it, like the insides, like that sucks. That was like okay, unless you're like right by the wrist, like
Yeah,
like by
those
that
little.
bone and stuff. That's shit.
Which I just got this one Saturday,
Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
and those ones right there on those bones.
That's feeling good already.
I felt all those. I started getting this new stuff to put on it afterwards from Mad Rabbit. It's called like a soothing cream because I
My
scabbed
mom's
real
got that
bad.
before.
I like it so far. I don't know, but like these ones, man, they scab so bad.
Dude, I think I'm gonna do the cactus then. That's a cool.
It's pretty cool,
I
huh?
love that.
That is.
I'll tell you what fucking hurt, dude. That pinky.
You put that on your story, didn't you?
Dude, yeah.
When you were.
Dude,
And you did it twice.
I did it twice because like I did it the first time and it sucked, but I'm using my hands all day and I have gloves on, so like it's all rubby, dude. In 2 weeks, it was already faded. Like I looked like I had like an old school washed out prison knuckle tat, and so I told him it was about literally 2 months ago, and I told him I was like, dude, let's wreck them again. You put them in there, and he was like, they're not leaving this time. And dude, they look good, and they have not left. They've already outlasted the other one just because it's marked over the old, the old tattoo. But when he was going over it, I was like, oh fuck, that's more tender. That's on another tattoo. But dude, the lower parts of those pinkies, because it's like that's what he said. Cole, like the artist, he was like, dude, you deserve these. Like, they're gonna suck really bad. But under here, he was like, they're probably gonna hurt worse than your knee, but it's just so different. Dude, it literally felt like once he started here, it literally was a rush of heat from the knuckle down to my pinky, like the nail. It just felt like all of it was hot. And I just said, fuck it. And I just started yelling.
I'm real close to doing the knuckles, man. I'm really close.
See, I don't want my hands done, actual hands, but I thought knuckle tats looked so tough.
They do.
I wanted them, but I got my wife's initial on there, so I don't know what I can do.
Oh, that's cool, though.
No, don't say it.
I gotta say it.
All right, say it.
Other than like anal, I'll tell you, it has an A right there.
That'd be cool.
Not that cool.
Not that cool. I'm gonna tell.
I never understood how people got like these, man. Those are
Okay, so I was actually talking
that dime bag.
to Colt about that, and I said, man, I'm seeing a lot of these detailed ones and stuff. He said that they don't last. They're good for the picture.
That's it.
But they will not last. Like, those faces will be completely like washed out within months.
Have you seen those patch tattoos?
Patch.
Like, look that up. Those look cool. I like the way they look. They look like a patch on your skin. Post Malone, you ruined yourself, buddy.
Why? What happened?
All his face tattoos. I don't know.
Oh yeah, they're wicked.
Like this?
Yeah, it kind of looks like a patch on your skin. Like, go to that goofy one.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
I thought you meant like
No, look,
just different
That
stuff.
looks tough.
looks like a patch.
That looks awesome.
I would do one of those. That should be really. Would you do that?
No.
No.
See, I'm just a traditional guy. Like, I'm just gonna always have the old school Americana traditional tattoos. I just think they look old school and tough. Those look awesome, though. Don't get me wrong. Just not my cup of tea. What I would have on
Is
my
that from
body.
Rocket Power?
Yeah.
I definitely am gonna. I'm gonna get a Dragon Ball Z. Definitely like homage though. That's like the only anime I ever watched, and I love the shit out of it. So I'm gonna do some traditional.
The guy that did my names, my kids' names here, he does some good anime stuff.
Really?
Michael Zavala. I
Okay.
think that's his last name. Is that the brand?
Long sleeves will be here, people, if you're listening. So if you want to buy the long sleeves, you can get them. We got the bigger sizes coming in. So shout out to all the tattoo artists. You guys are doing your thing out there.
Selfish plug. I got some shirts coming in at the end of this week as well.
For them,
So for Unlucky.
I need one of those.
The dope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fun one. I got so we pushed the brand to where like it's the handshake. We always maintain like that's our logo.
With the
It's the
snake.
snake handshake. And now we're gonna just start getting weird. Now that we've built our name and like had that logo out there, like on a couple of things, I just want to push just random shit that has that kind of aesthetic, the traditional like tattoo stuff. So we have stuff like black cats, broken mirrors, broken like upside down horseshoes. Like, you just name anything that revolves around unlucky. Like, instead of a rabbit's foot, a rabbit with no feet. Like, weird. Just imagine just like having back tattoo designs and just slapping them on there with unlucky on the front. And so those are gonna start coming in, and
Who's
I'm
that
really
guy that
excited.
makes your shirts? Isn't there like a guy who does it?
Man, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Well,
Can I
it's
keep
out
that
there.
in? No, I'll cut that part out.
I mean, at the end of the day, I just felt like I was getting overcharged. At first, I mean, the very first order we were doing, it was really nice. Things were fluid, and he was like, I'll give you a good price. Like, I'm just local. I'm trying to, build up.
Yeah, they
like,
gotta make money too.
I was like, man, that's awesome. And then it started getting into, I was going to get charged for something that would, he said, around 3 to 4 hours of extra work on a logo that I sent. And I was like, man, I don't like this at all. It just seems fishy. And I sent it to my old like t-shirt plug, and I was like, hey, let me see what you can do, girl. And she was like, without even asking, in 4 minutes, she sent back a proof with it already on the shirt. And she was like, that literally took me 5 minutes. I don't know what he was asking for.
Yeah, that's pretty like an easy design to do,
I
isn't
was
it?
like, well, it was for this new design.
okay.
Literally, it's two colored.
Yeah.
No matter what the background is or the thing, it's just a two colored thing. Well, he was like, oh, it wasn't the wrong file, but as a designer, dude, there are really quick ways to just do it. Now, if you had to rebuild the whole logo, well, shit, yeah, I'm asking you to completely build the logo from scratch. You deserve that design time. You know what I mean? Like, your talent deserves to be paid for. But I sent him that stuff, and he just, I think, honestly, just didn't really know what to do because the person that I gave it to, without even asking the details, she already had it done.
So who's this new person?
I go to Local Legends.
Me too.
Dude, Local Legends is where it's at. I've only gone
Sonny?
somewhere else one time. Sonny is the fucking boss, dude. That's who I'm talking about.
Sonny and Chenier, man. Shout out to them.
Dude, yes. Sonny and Chenier.
Sonny
Those are the
did
homies.
these.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I love
So
that.
shout out to them.
Yeah, dude. Even her, without even asking permission, she already had my shit on a proof. You know what I mean? Pictured out, and she was like, "Yeah, that logo's not anything." She was like, "There's literally nothing to do. I'll have your shirts ready by Friday."
The material. Do you just,
So right now, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like it was kind of like a little. I'm testing stuff out to see what our customers kind of like. Because me personally, I like a thicker material, thicker
too.
collar. Like that's what I'm into. But some people like the kind of like the thinner.
we did
kinda
I did the
shirts.
thinner ones at the beginning, but I didn't like them.
See, I don't like them, but some people do.
And I was just like, at that, to be honest, at that point, I was like, fuck it. If I like it, if this is what I'm going to be wearing. So,
Yeah.
you know,
And that's where I'm
how I
getting
feel about
into.
a brand.
Yeah.
You know, it's my thing.
So first shirt was 100% cotton, and then I got a soft style shirt, and then this one I'm just getting like a 50-50 blend because it's good deal, and it had like the collar was actually thick and the cuffs on them were thick. Like I don't like those thin shirts that literally have a thin collar. It just looks strange to me. Like I need something, you know what I mean, kind of thick. But
Dude, they're not built for me. They show my lovies too much.
the
thin ones.
the thin ones, yeah. See, that's why I'm gonna
I
probably
wasn't a
stick
fan
with the
of.
thicker.
I mean, they're light. You know, they're comfortable. But
That's why I
like
don't
the
mess
thick.
with shirts. I just do caps.
I just do cap, dude.
Oh, you do hats
He does
I do a
caps
few.
too.
Had a few.
like these?
Yeah.
No way. I need one of these.
I gotta pick some up like 2 months ago. I
Yeah.
still gotta pick them up. But
Oh, you
I
have
just-
some.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to get one.
Still got a few.
Where can they get your stuff? Where can they order stuff from you? Where can they find you?
Man, just all through leather stuff through Instagram is the best. I'll get to you the quickest because it's just like a leather page. To where like my Facebook, you have to go through all the personal stuff and stuff like that. So
So is there like any, if they want whatever, they'll.
yeah, if you have an idea, just
like
shoot
a
me.
koozie,
Yeah, I've built some of those before
boots.
too.
You do boots? No, no.
Man, I wanted to do boots, but that's like I was saying earlier. You know, I put everything into one piece,
Oh, okay.
but then you have to do it again for a boot. You know,
Yeah.
I put everything I got into one, then I have to do it again.
you
You're
got
like,
the
God.
iPad case.
Yep, got an iPad case,
Wallets.
wallets,
I mean,
purse.
Check out his
got-
Instagram.
Yeah,
The fucking guitar strap. That's really cool.
my ideal is I want to have like a website. Ideally, I want to do it like this next year, to where I don't, because like I said, I do have a full-time job.
Yeah.
And so I want to build stuff to where I can put it on a website. And I know the goal and everything is to sell stuff and make money, but it's hard to spend a month and a half building something for a show and it sells all that day. You're like, well, shit, now I got to start over for the next one.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do that, have a full-time job, and take custom orders. Because at these shows and stuff, you're taking orders while you're there too. So
Oh, okay.
it gets overwhelming sometimes.
Now.
That's kind of like right now. It's Mad Christmas Rush starts today, and so like my Christmas order's been closed for a month and a half already.
God damn.
But I mean they actually start today,
Damn.
so I'm glad we had this penciled in for a while. Because when I sat down and thought about what I had to do, I was like, dude, I really don't have time to go do that today.
Oh,
So I was like, we already have it penciled in. We're doing it.
Hell yeah. I'm glad you
So,
came in.
Me too. I'm glad I came. But so like I said, I'm hoping next year I have a website to where I can, like, if I build one thing, I can add it to the
best
website.
piece of business advice I ever got. One of the best, not the best one, but he said it, nobody takes you serious until you have a website. That's what that guy said.
I
So I'm
agree.
like, I got my
Yep.
Squarespace. Then it's really easy to do a website off that.
Okay.
Shout out Square.
I mean, there's obviously other ways, but
Yeah, I have no idea, nothing about a website.
yeah, that's what he
Like I said, I can't even run TikTok.
yeah,
You know, so
I feel that. Can they, if they want a dog from you, can they get a dog from you?
I have a Facebook page on my dog deal, but you
Okay.
can message me. I put it on everything. I put it on Instagram, the whole nine. But it's Bar Six Bullies on Facebook. So
Awesome, man. Well,
shoot me a message. I have 2 litters coming. Hopefully, March and April of next year. I'll have 2 litters.
awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you coming, taking time out of
You
your
bet, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man.
out of your schedule. Thanks, brother.
I don't. Might have empty, but
You're
I'll give
empty.
you the.
I'm empty too.
I'll give you
Thanks,
the-
Bradley. Thanks, Jen.
Thanks, guys.
Can they hit you up if they want to?
Yeah.
I don't think you ever plug your stuff, man. If
Dude, I mean,
they want to get a
I
haircut
guess
from
if you wanted to follow me, depending on who you are, I might accept you. But
Well, I'm saying for like business, man.
yeah,
You're a
business.
guy.
I know. I'm looking up because I always forget the damn name for it. Oh yeah, so it's an app called The Cut, and where I do my booking, it's just book.thecut.co/Christian Romero. That's
Boom.
really it. But yeah,
Awesome.
but also if you go to my Instagram, even though like I'm on private, I still have my link to where you can go. So you can just, I mean, you don't need to know my life, but you can.
I respect it, man, that you're private.
And then if I cut your hair once, I'm like, okay, we'll follow each other. You're cool.
I like it. I should have done that. Now I'm just like,
See, but last time we were like, bro, stop being on private.
but now I'm like, because I'm like feel obligated to follow people back. Sounds like I'm following all these ridiculous fucking people that I shouldn't even be
right.
following. I'm like,
Yeah. I know you do get those weird things. I know we were about to stop, but
No,
anyways,
let's
yeah.
keep going.
I mean, you get those weird things like people like, bro, you didn't follow me back. Like that's weird that's
Oh, somebody
happening
said
now.
that to
Like
me?
people actually care. Like
Dude, if
people
somebody like
care
legit
enough.
told me that, I would never talk to him again.
I've heard that.
I'm
I've
like-
heard that. No, I was actually, and I'm not gonna name drop, but I was this person that was amongst like the art kind of trail stuff. Like follow. I was like, dude, I'm no connection. I don't need it. And I just unfollowed. Bro, they check, and like 2 weeks later, hey, I'm just curious why you unfollowed me. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
well, I just went on an unfollowing spree with people I'm not like super
yeah.
tight to and stuff. And she was like, oh, well, I just thought that was kind of like rude, and I was just confused about it. I
Get
was
too
like,
much time.
it's like, what the fuck? It's Instagram. Do you not pay attention to normal life in front of you? It's like, what? That's so weird. I don't know.
Oh, that's just too much, man. Get a hobby. Jen, Texas Chainsaw Alchemist. When are you booking?
Yes, booking. I guess for December now.
Boom.
You're filled up for November.
I'm filling it up at this point, so gonna be out a lot. I'm gonna be out this next weekend, and then we're closed for Thanksgiving for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait for that Thanksgiving. Snake Pit Pod on everything. I think I need to be more recluse on my private Instagram, on my private channel pages. So just follow the Snake Pit, please. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, bro.